with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
Come on! What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow.
Please! Please! Now!
Your Honor, please instruct the defendant that he cannot disrupt these proceedings with such out.
Give us free!
If we are to have any semblance of order in this court, Your Honor.
Give us free! Give us free!
Keep crying out, give us free, or anything else for
Give
that
us
matter.
free!
I'm sorry to question this witness.
Give us free! Give us free!
And he's said to have made over 100 successful trades on the trot. He retired a rich man and went on to write the world's first 2 books on technical analysis. The ancients have long taught us that by studying the past we can learn about the future, and Homer put this wisdom into practice.
Holy shit. Yeah, Mikey, I think he likes it. How about some more? Hell yes. Hell yeah.
Yo. Welcome to Give Us Free. You already know what it is. Let me, I came on a little too quick. I meant to make a cup of tea real quick. Give me a second. Let me pop out the chat in case it's necessary. All right, give me a second. Maybe I should have done StreamYard. Hold on. Yeah, maybe, but you know, we'll work it out. 1 second, I'm dropping it. Actually, I'm gonna drop the link and pull you up here, and I'm gonna put some water on for some tea. New meeting. Boom. Damn, why am I in this account? It shouldn't be showing my goddamn real name on here. Oh, it's just a pain in the ass, man. Hold on. Hold on a second. My profile look right now. How the hell did I do this before? Maybe I don't need to do all this. I'm tripping. Maybe I don't need to do all this. Can I just change? Can I just change what name it's showing? My profile. So I'm signed in, but it won't let me change it. Yo, this is annoying, dog. I could just use Discord. So Yeah, do you need a link? You need a link for Discord? Hold on. Yeah, because I was thinking of using Discord in the first place, but yeah, I'm pulling up Discord right now. So you could just pull up Discord right now. You could just hit the give us free voice chat. And you should already have access to that. Alright. Boom. Yeah, Army's already in there. Hold on, let me change this audio. It's just coming through the wrong. Let me change the audio real quick. 1 second. So where the hell? No, I had to do this shit before. Boom. Count. Where the fuck is the audio? Devices. Streamer mode enabled. Yo, say something and see if I fix this.
Test.
Nah, this shit ain't fixed. Nah, this shit ain't fixed. What the hell? You know where to change the audio settings in this? I could have swore I did this before. I feel like it looks different now or something. Streamer mode, disable sounds, notifications, press information. Windows settings, advanced. Like I remember changing this shit before, but it didn't look like this. Hold on. Voice connect to you, voice suppression. All right, I found this shit. Yo.
Okay. I got my headphones on.
Yeah, you can hear me now.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. Can you say something? I feel like your shit sounds kind of shitty.
Test.
Nah, that sounds like shit. I don't know if it's your mic or if it's Discord, but it definitely sounds like shit.
Okay.
Are you using a mic? Because it's not like it's broken. It's not like it's breaking up or cracking up or anything. It's like it's
I'm using my phone now.
Yeah, this is a little better. Still sounds a little shitty, but the other one was crazy muffled, like you couldn't hear shit.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is all right. This is clear right here. All right, so yeah, we'll cut this shit up. We got Omni in the building. You feel me? Taker, Pips, Grabber, Liquidity, Demander of Supply, or whatever. You feel me? And we're gonna get right into it. So, what do you want to get into first, man? You want to get into psychology, or you want to go into just breaking down what we got going on?
Yeah, I definitely want to go ahead and I mean psychology. Honestly, if it's anything, psychology and technical analysis, like I was just explaining in the Discord, is like the most important thing. Like that's what's making you bread and whatnot at the end of the day. So, I mean, let's see. Let me see if I can get something that we can commentate on. Commentary. I mean, because if I was to just go off, my mind and whatnot, thinking about what's most important. Well, really not most important. All of it's important, but there's certain areas that we can get better at understanding. And you got risk management. You got like looking at a chart. You got shit taking care of your body, not being around yappy bitches that that don't don't contribute to our lives and whatnot. Like you got a bunch of things there in psychology that we can talk about. I mean, the main thing is to like set yourself up for success and whatnot. You set yourself up for success, you pretty much are good and rocking to go. I mean, hell, when I go to work, I usually get a coffee and whatnot. I get some caffeine in there. You know, I get my workouts in either after or before, and then I also get them in on the weekend. There's like a lot of things there, I think, with just preparing your body and whatnot, which also prepares your mind. Because, like, it was a book I was reading, and it was talking about how pretty much like people expect their mind to like just be like on point without taking care of the body first and whatnot, and then they're just gonna take care of the body. When it's like slick the other way around, like eating right, like you should eat it, make sure you get full and whatnot. Fucking.
I don't know. I feel like the mind controls all. Like I agree with you. If your body's running better, your mind's gonna run better. But there are still
Yeah.
pieces of shit out there powered by Mountain Dew, and they're like locked in. You know what I mean?
Well, no. They're still getting They're still feeding their body something. You know, they're still giving their body something that, or giving their mind something, some type of stimulate. You know, some type of stimulant like caffeine and whatnot to operate. Like so, they probably eating Doritos. Like they eating carbs and caffeine and whatnot. You know,
So you basically saying
processed.
get yourself some steroids or some type. You feel me? Get yourself
No, not for trading, bro. Nah, not necessarily. You know, I would say more so just like make sure, shit, you just take care of yourself. That's it. Just make sure you take care of yourself. And also realize that trading is about probability, and you know you can't be trying to fight the charts and shit like that. You know, as many times like Friday when I was trading gold and shit like that. You know, as many times as I wanted to, because I was like, yo, gold was a person right now. You feel me? We be throwing the dukes right now. You feel me? We be squaring up.
what does that mean? That you're chasing the trade? Like what?
No. That's just like dealing with your emotions while in a trade. I was in a good trade, but it was like you know, if you look at videos of people who day trade, like you see their faces and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? It's really intriguing. That's why I shared that video with that one shorty and whatnot. She was just looking at the shit straight face the whole time. You feel me? There's a certain way that like and you know, with females being more in tune with their emotions and shit like that, I think that is something that as a trader you have to master too. Like I don't want to get too deep into that aspect, but like you know,
Because they're better at following directions. Like they don't want to improvise. So if the system is going wrong,
yeah.
when it's going wrong, that's just one of the percentage times that it goes wrong. You understand what I'm saying?
And they understand that. Yeah, and they understand that. Yep.
Yeah, as men, like
Yep.
we want to fix the shit in our mind. Like oh shit, like,
Yo.
like you can't fix the shit. You feel me?
Niggas be trying to fix this shit. Niggas be trying to get on a jimmy up something like, man.
I gotta get this money back. It's going the opposite
I'm gonna
direction.
fight this. I'm gonna fight this. I'm gonna get back.
Yeah, like add to it. Add to the trade. You know, nigga, why?
Let's try this shit out. Let's see if it's. Yo, so yeah, that's what it is. Like, and I mean, in general, men we're definitely more riskier than women, not in a certain sense or whatnot. Like when it comes down to physicality, throwing us up in dangerous predicaments, driving, etc. So, I mean, yeah. So there's that.
So
You gotta bring it in when you get on the charts. You can't think like that. Like you just gonna. Some days gonna be losing days, some days gonna be winning days, and that's the thing to understand. Some days are gonna be like, you know, it's shit, you just don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to pay attention to your feelings and whatnot. And that's where, like I said, it just goes into more so what women have mastered, and you know, that's some shit
I know
you have to master if you want to be rich.
sometimes I go in and look at the chart. Sometimes I'll be like, I'm just not feeling it. Like I'm not even gonna try to trade
Yeah,
today.
facts.
I'm just gonna study. I'm just gonna go look at some fucking lectures, study, do whatever, and that's like my trading time for the day or my trading study. Because you're right. If I'm not
Facts.
feeling it, I'm not doing shit. You feel me? I just want to do
That's
trading
what you're
period.
supposed to do, right there. Study and whatnot. Like if you feel like, hey, I still want to look at a chart, but I don't feel like placing a trade today. Like,
Because you gotta get out
that's
of
totally
desperation.
insane.
Like there's gonna be a trade there every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? On every chart, there's a trade. There's like if it's not on that chart, there's a trade on another chart. So if you only work on one chart,
Facts.
you might not have a trade that day, but there's gonna be one tomorrow. There's gonna be one like I feel like you chasing and thinking you got to trade every day is thinking like in some type of lack. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And you get punished for that. You know what I'm saying? It's just the universe is gonna give you more lack if you're just thinking lack. Yeah. I know that for sure. If you think lack, the universe will give you lack. If you think more, the universe will give you more. That's very true. That's like, yeah. But let me pull something up because I was saving some saving some shit we can.
Yeah, let me know whatever. I'm trying to make some notes. We're making Omni's notes, and I will send him these notes so he can revise if he doesn't like. Because I'm gonna start putting things like how I trade Omni. So time, session, time/session.
Yeah.
What what are you doing?
Um, time session. I'm trading New York session. Time frames if you want that info too. I trade the 1 minute and I execute on the 1 minute, but I also look at the 30 and 1 hour and daily. Um, I'll look at it on a different chart where I'll start off at the daily for sure to see what has gone on throughout the night from Asian, London session, and then here I am in New York session. I gotta look at you know how we're doing compared to the open of the daily. Like where are we? Are we below it? Are we above it? And then just I go down to the 4 hour, the 1 hour. I mark the opens of those. So I just mark where they're open at. So when I go down to 1 minute, I know where the open of the 4 hour is, the 1 hour and daily. Because if those flip, that's a strong sign of change. So that's why I try to mark up those levels for change, and then I execute on the 1 minute only.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping. So you do markups on the
I mark up the opens of the daily, 4 hour, 1 hour.
all right, the opens of the
And that's just for like it'll be with not a horizontal array, not a horizontal array, but with an array. Well, yeah, it is. Yeah. It's not a line. It's not a whole line. It's array, but
yeah.
we'll just call it a line.
So I don't want to get I don't want to get too detailed right now.
Too deep in my
Like,
system, yeah.
like if you're gonna tell somebody what you're doing and like if they understand trading a bit and you're not trying to explain to them the all the inner workings of the shit, you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I trade the NYC time frames. I take my executions on the 1 minute. I do a top
Yeah,
down analysis from the daily.
basically.
And I
That's
mark
pretty
the
much it.
opens of the daily, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour, and then so now that you've done that, now you're getting into the style of trade that you do.
Now we can get into the nitty gritty because that's the basics right there. Key levels are marked up like $100, $125, $150, $175, $200. Those levels are marked. Those levels are marked.
So meaning I could just write like key level / quarter points are marked.
Yes. Facts.
Points are marked. So after you've done your top-down analysis and you mark the opens of the daily, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour, what time frame are you doing this on now? Are you okay? But that's a price. That's a price point. So that's going to be what it is on any time frame.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Exactly.
All right. Quarter points are marked. Okay. So what's next?
So after the quarter points are marked up, the open and close. I mean, well, the open of the one. I mean, daily 4 hour, 1 hour. I also I'll go down and well I'll analyze it. I'll look at it from like 1 hour, 30 minutes. Either or. 30 minute just splits up to 1 hour into two and whatnot, two more candlesticks per hour. But I pretty much look at if we had a liquidity grab or break and retest recently and what's price done since then. And then I look at if there's potential break and retest or liquidity grab on that time frame, on the 1 hour and 30 minute, like if I see it there and whatnot, or I see it incoming. If I'm looking at into, that's when I go down. That's when I'm looking at the 1 minute chart. And sometimes I'll have a 1 minute and a 30 minute or 1 hour next to each other. And other times I'll just flip down. So I only flip down though if there's been a liquidity grab or a break and retest, like not a break and retest, the retest part after the break of a structure. That's when I'll go down to the 1 minute. When that's happened, when that's confirmed to have happened, meaning there is a wick that is shown below.
Wait. You're looking for the break-in structure on the 30 minute or the 1 hour?
That either that or a liquidity grab. Either a break or retest of structure or a liquidity grab of structure.
One each. See, so key levels, quarter points are marked. See if there has been a break in structure or liquidity grab on the 30 minute, 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
If so,
and then
so it's like
you get it.
If so, you move to the 1 minute to find an entry or to confirm. Which one or to confirm what's going on?
To look for a possible entry. But we're only entering on a break and retest of a broken structure around key level with a Fibonacci retracement. That's important.
I'm not even looking at the screen. I probably wrote that shit like trash. Oh, it's pretty decent. Yeah.
No, you good. I'm gonna roll it real quick. Turn this fan off.
Yeah, I'm trying to roll something up too. Actually, I want to put some tea on because you got some time, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so I just want to make sure, like, we don't need to be super detailed, but I would like somebody who understands. Like, if you don't know shit about trading, you need to go talk to other people. You know what I'm saying? But if you know a little something, meaning I'm not showing this to anybody. Meaning, if I look at it, I should be able to do what you're doing without you telling me what you're doing in any more detail than this. You understand what I'm saying? So as far as what we have right now is how I trade Omni Edition, time session, New York, time frames, 1 minute for execution, top down analysis from the daily, mark opens of 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day, 4 hour, or 1 hour. The strategy or the kung fu or the style of the system. Key levels, quarter points are marked because those are significant levels. That's why I say how we're explaining it is like you should know a quarter point is significant. You know, key levels, quarter points are marked. See if there has been a break in structure or liquidity grab on the 30-minute, 1 hour charts. If so, we move to the 1 minute to look for a possible entry. where we are only entering on a break and retest of a broken structure around key level with a fib retracement.
Yeah, in the direction that we've that supports, and then here's the kicker, that supports what we saw on the 30 and 1 hour. That wraps it up right there. Well, that wraps up the entry, and then I'm gonna go a little bit further after that for protecting the account.
So what do you mean? What do you mean by that goes with what you saw in a 30-minute or 1 hour? I mean, like you're trading with the trend, like the
Like, so if I see a liquidity grab of well, let's put it like this. I'm looking at the daily. It's pretty much when it opened, it went down, then it flipped the daily, so then it has a wick at the bottom, and it has a body building on the top of the open, and close of the previous candlestick. Basically, when we go down to the 1 hour and 30-minute, it should be in support of an uptrend in that sense, because this is scenario based, so it's based upon a bullet scenario. For what I'm explaining right now, so I don't completely confuse anyone, but basically, if we're looking to like buy, right? I mean, we gotta have the daily 1 hour, daily 4 hour, 1 hour, 30-minute in support of that. If we have a liquidity grab of bottom side, or a break or retest of a previous resistance that now is support based upon what's happened in the 30 and 1 hour, we can go on the 1 minute and look for that same type of movement, like a break and retest of a previous structure. It's like looking at like looking at a kaleidoscope and whatnot, almost like you're just looking inside. Like it's like, I mean, well, yeah, you're looking inside.
You kind of just so what you're saying basically is that you want to make sure that the 1 minute is respecting what you saw on the 30 and the 1 hour.
It has to be congruent. Yeah, it has to all. It's like making music and whatnot. Like all the instruments have to come together and whatnot to make this sound and whatnot. And that can either be up or down and whatnot. Sometimes sideways.
I never looked at this just by looking at a chart with my own eyes, but it sounds like you're able to see divergence with your own eyes without looking at a fucking
Yeah, because you're looking at because when you're looking at charts, you're looking at human psychology and some manipulation there and whatnot, right? You're looking at banks, you're looking at fear and greed and whatnot, really to break it down to the two motions. So, whenever you're trading and whatnot, you want to keep things mechanical, and then you want to be able to run these steps that space is jotting down right now in that type of order. Now, however, there's times where there's a good amount of times where that'll be invalidated and whatnot. And the way I've been looking at it, especially since I've been really, really paying attention to my performance and everything, is that your trade gets invalidated when it pretty much does. Well, my trades get invalidated. I'm speaking for myself. When on the 1 minute we get a close below key level, and when we have either close below the retest structure or below key level or above key level if we're selling and whatnot, but we're keeping it in the bullish scenario. So if it's below, if a candlestick closes below the key level or engulfs / breaks below the retest structure, and this is kind of like one of the things where you have to look at. That's why I look at key price levels and whatnot and quarter points, because you're looking at different price levels, and if you're looking at like each and every tick of like how price is moving and whatnot, and you're not organizing it, it can be kind of confusing sometimes. And then it can also you just won't be able to be as mechanical because you're looking at 88.93 and whatnot, and what the fuck does that really? What does that price really mean and whatnot versus 88.75, or I mean not 88.75. Yeah, 88.75 or 88 in general. Those are more specific and whatnot, and they're just it's a whole number and whatnot. 88 is a whole number compared to 88.93. It's not whole. It's more so weighted towards 89. So it's like if we get a close, if we're in a bullish trend and we get and actually let's put it like this: if we're in a bullish trend, right, and price fails to close below the close above 89, like multiple times, it gets to 88.75 and it runs from there and fails to close above 89 and just keeps selling off and whatnot. Right. That is like an example of like, price retreating, and that's looking at the psychology of the chart. So there's more to like,
But
pretty much what we're gonna get
but isn't that obvious?
down on those.
Isn't that obvious what you're just saying right now? Or,
It's obvious when you look at it in a logical sense, but a lot of times when people are in the market with their real money, they're looking at it from an emotional standpoint and a bias. Um, with the need to be right. So it is obvious when you look at it from like a logical standpoint, and you put all the pieces together and everything. But when you're just learning it and whatnot, you pretty much you're gonna have to like either have some real ones like us either explaining and breaking it down like this, or and seeing it yourself, because like I said, anything that I talk about, anything that anyone talks about in a video, you gotta look at the chart to really like see it. And honestly, when you set up a chart, it's like setting up your desk. So like really like the color of the charts, the fucking the key levels, all that stuff is I just literally had to go over some of the templates of my drawings and shit like that just to make sure it's all congruent and like it makes sense to me. It's like, how does it look to you? That's like the most important thing. Like
some of your drawings, what do you mean by that?
you have templates where you can like I can have a trend line. But I can put writing under it. I can put like some text under it, and I can save that. So like every time I draw that trend line, I apply the template, and it says this. I can either make it a liquidity one and write liquidity under it. Now I have one that that has more so horizontal. Well, actually, hold up. I can fucking screen. Hold on. Let me screen this.
Yeah, I'll bring it up. Let me know when you're sharing the screen. When I should. So, oh, there you go. Watch right there. Boom. Can I full screen that? Can I full screen just this right here? As large as I can get. Alright, so I'll just do this over here. So I can see your screen. If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Oh, that's wild. Okay, so it won't let me talk at the same time. Damn.
What do you mean you won't let you talk at the same time? Were you on your phone or something?
Oh, did it mute me? Hold on.
No. When the screen was up, I couldn't hear anything you were saying, and I asked.
Yeah, I know. Was it like muted though? Like, was I muted, or you just couldn't? It was like unmuted, but you couldn't hear anything.
I didn't even check. I'll be real.
Oh, okay, hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, word. All right, hold on. Let me see. I might have been muted, bro. I switched to the iPad when the other device. I was trying to pull this shit up real quick. All right, you can still hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool, bet. So basically, like, you got this right here. I made this and whatnot. It didn't come like this. You have you have the defaults and everything when it comes down to your drawings and pretty much I made this one red and I put a money sign under it because it's liquidity and I wanted to represent it that way. Now it's not gonna come out the when people look at different people's charts and whatnot, sometimes they don't know if it's an indicator, they don't know if it's it's just a drawing tool and
Yeah, but if you have some knowledge, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you have some knowledge and you show me this, I would know what this is. You know, you wouldn't have
yeah,
to.
of course. Yeah, I know you would. I'm literally I try to explain things because I have to do this at work a lot of times. Like I gotta talk to everybody and whatnot. Like so I try to
Nah. That's a problem, dog. You feel me? That's the
me, I
problem.
know,
That's the problem.
I
You're not
know.
talking to everybody.
No,
You know,
not talking to everybody. I fucked up.
you
But people
gotta
may not understand.
you gotta
I try
watch
to
understand the
dumb it down.
Japanese candlesticks 10 times. You feel me?
Now you do. Yeah,
Then
you
we can
do.
chop it up.
I watched it again today too. Like this is probably like my 26. I don't know how many times I watched it. But I watched it again today, actually. It's funny.
Okay, I'm gonna run it back too.
Every,
Actually,
every, every time.
did you end up running that David Paul joint?
Yeah, I did. I was in the gym when I ran that one. Okay, so if I was to speak on that, yes, that's why I was even that's what I even mentioned just keeping things mechanical and whatnot. It makes me look at my system and make sure that it's mechanical. Like how this liquidity grab took place in the 4 hour. If I was to look, just going right down to 1 minute, we still have our drawings there, right? So we can still see where that previous what the fuck? Oh, okay. That's what it is. We can still see like the line and whatnot for that previous resistance, and it's based upon this line right here. So on the 1 minute, right? You jump in. The gray is pretty much just session. So this is just New York Open. And so
What gray? You talking about
the
the yellow?
the background. Like I have the only indicator I have is the sessions indicator, and that's just to keep things organized for myself and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm seeing something highlighted in like yellow, but I don't see anything highlighted in gray.
That's that. Oh, okay, but maybe the screen contrast, but the yellow or orange and whatnot, that's London.
All right.
So since I don't trade London and shit like that, I'll do things like mark up its high and low and just see how it can get taken out, like how it did here.
So that's a high and low. So when the session opened, it went down to test that previous spot that you had marked out on the 1 minute.
Yeah, let me mark it up though, like how I would, like I would during the session though. So like you got London session, right? We have a low and we have a high in London session. We can mark this. This is things that we can do before New York's starts and whatnot, right? Yeah. So before it starts, we can mark up the London high, London low. A lot of times, during New York session, those levels will get attacked and whatnot or threatened. Either by liquidity sweep or liquidity grab. And it's not like they can't do liquidity grabs during London. They usually do too. Do it Asian session and whatnot, which is pretty much anything after the red line for me. Everything after the red line is a new session. This is Asian. This is all Asian session. So the session I know that I consistently won't trade is London. So that's why I made it orange because I'm asleep. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm waking up and I'm not really like rushing to look at the charts early in the morning, like when I first wake up. Yeah. Not like how I used to be. But you got retests, you got breaker retests, you got all types of stuff that can take place here. I might just keep that red. Change this up.
So ever since I've been seeing we all been seeing mad shit, but ever since I watched that video about making it mechanical and simple as hell, because I know he had there's only one thing in that video he said that I didn't understand that I need to just look up myself because he says he uses like a 89 EMA or something. You know what I'm saying? He said he uses
Oh well, that's just that's just his system and shit. I mean,
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to run the satanic EMA. What's up with the 666 EMA, dog? The last 666
oh
sessions,
yeah,
dog.
I've uh, I've I've ran that one before. That one's interesting. That Fibonacci is very interesting. Um, I'll actually, for the fuck of it, I'll add it. Yeah.
If you
Oh man.
I'm just trying to try these different numbers, like put in pi and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Put in pi. Put in
We'll put it in here. I'm probably not gonna use it, but we'll go ahead. For the fuck of it, because I've ran it before. I've did that before.
or maybe like a 72 a 72 EMA, like the 72 Goetias or the 72 names of God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah. Bro, I mean, these numbers is like interesting, man. Like numbers, man, it's real interesting. I mean, so with the 666 EMA, it's
Yeah.
not too bad. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, once it was broken here and stuff like that, if you would have sold anywhere and just held with the African stop loss,
Yeah,
and
you know, we'll have to hell test this later, dog. You feel me?
hell test this, huh? You got a retest right there too, though. Like this, and it's kind of rejecting there. So there's some value.
Like, you know, I
There's
only
some
use the
value.
21 EMA, but I do want to use another one just to have that overall view, even though I don't need it. Either I'm gonna take all that shit off, or I'm gonna use another one because I like the. I seen other people's charts when they have like the 200 on there, and it kind of lets you know if it's
Yeah,
above or below. Like it's gonna be just a clear sign. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, tell you what, like, I mean, there the EMA. The only way I see it being valuable to me per se would be like if I didn't want to look at if I was so lazy I didn't want to look at the higher time frame at all. And I wanted to just like get a bias of the trend. Yeah. Cause like for instance when it broke right here and shit like that, um you could have seen it once it broke 875, it ran up to 900, 900 went up to
925.
925, right? And you had a break and retest of this broken structure right here where it made wicks at. So you could have got in there, and just based on the fact that we know that this 66 EMA was broken, you could have bought it. You're near 900. It's not exactly on 900, but it's near 900. So it still does count. If I whip out a fib, even though I feel like with this example, I mean, I worked like that. That wouldn't have been a retracement. You could have possibly said this one, but yeah, it works.
Sometimes the fib seems like magical, and sometimes it seems like this shit just doing whatever.
It's ugly. It's ugly, bro. Like all this shit. I mean, literally I was watching the Kelsey video again, and it was just talking about how like you know we be expecting this shit to be looking pretty. Like literally the British gangster and whatnot was just like humans expect perfection in the market, and that's pretty much not so.
Yo, have you ever seen anybody using the diagonal fib?
Di Diagonal fib?
Yeah,
No.
dog. I never seen that until I was like tell the homies who deal with the crypto guy. There's a crypto
Yeah.
guy playing with fire, and he always uses it. And he does because most of these crypto guys aren't into technical; they're into fundamentals. He's like, nah, I know you guys talk shit about technicals. He be breaking down how to win on the crypto easy, dog. Like with crypto during this bull run, this is
Yeah.
just easy to see, man. This is me saying easy. You know, I don't say shit's easy like that.
Yeah. Oh. I f- Hmm. What the fuck? Uh, uh Nah, I got to see more of that. I'm not gonna lie. The diagonal fib. There's only one video on this too. There's
I've
only
just
this guy.
I've just seen it. I haven't even done a study yet. You feel me? So
This
I
shit
will
look
take.
crazy.
Yo, that shit was hitting on the time frames, and when he finds a pattern that has been making through time, it's like it just repeats
I
itself
gotta
over
talk
and
to him.
over again.
Yeah, I gotta talk to him. I gotta see what that's. I gotta learn about that just to understand. That's crazy. But
I'm
like,
like,
if you would have bought here, your ass could have held. Hold on. The fib is the reason why I like using the fib, and a lot of times it may be ugly, but as long as it matches what I'm pretty much entering based on, I can determine my not stop loss. Well, kind of, sort of that, because if it did this right and it failed to break the structure, but it went ahead and not only attacked this level, not to just wick and then go back up, because that'll happen, but to close below, even without African stop loss. Well, especially with African stop loss, I'll go ahead and close it if it's like below a certain level, because that just means that it pretty much denies this retest and keep going and go for like a lower level to possibly retest or to just keep going down, break levels. But
yeah, because sometimes that retest is deep. Pause. And
yeah. They get all the time, just like anything.
so
Anything
so
can
you,
get
so
can
so
be wrong.
so you're saying if it breaks the level marked, you have from the what's the level marked? Because my bad, I might have missed you right there. Did you say the
So what
fib
I'm
level
saying is,
or is it the last liquidity suite?
yeah. No, I mean both. Like looking at this, right? If price close, if well, let's look at it like this because it's kind of hard to look at it when it's did this thing. Basically though, if price did not break this high to continue moving up higher, and if it came and broke below the 50% and the zone right here, then I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's invalidated
Yeah, that makes
because
total sense to me. Because
it can come down to well, I guess if we keep it fibs, it can come out of this level, or it can go down lower, or it can go ahead and attack this level.
yeah, but once it does that, you know it's going to try to reach for those points. So why stay in and
Yeah,
just do the
that's what I'm saying.
risk
If
management
you
or whatever?
Yeah, if it closes below here, I'm out. Like just as soon as it does it, that's just protecting the account. But what I'm also gonna say is the fib is great for take profits, right? For my case, and this is kind of like some,
This is good.
it
So
is
before you
it
move
is
in,
what it is. This is kind of like some super sauce, and I kind of don't like that I'm sharing it a little bit, but
this
I'll
is stuff
share it.
I've been looking at. Man, you ain't telling me nothing. Hold on, yo.
I know.
Yo,
Everybody, it's the internet though, for real. Like all
man,
this shit's already out here.
my channel ain't shit. We'll private this shit and we'll sell it. So we gotta sell this
Yeah,
shit. Fuck it. But here's what I'm seeing
this
right
is
here. Because at first when I was looking at it, I was trying to see it in the way that I see it. But zoom in on the zone you have in the red. Zoom in on the zone you have in the red right there. Make it a little bit more, a little bigger. All right, so
okay. Hold up.
all right, so this is good enough because you can see it. Now you see where this candle is reaching back again, that liquidity right there, the black one, the black dragonfly type looking joint. Yeah,
Right here.
no, to the left, two to the left. This one right, yeah, right there.
Yeah, that's where you would have entered at. I would have entered right here, boy.
But
Wow.
you would have entered like when it dipped in at the
When
bottom.
it was bearish, or even after. Like I mean, like
Because I
it
know
it
people say you get embarrassed if you're aggressive and you want to get every fucking dollar, or you can wait till it bounces up out
yeah.
of there and closes out of it.
I like just the fact that it retests the level, and I like getting in while it's doing that, because a lot of people will be fearful to
Yeah,
buy it. More people would be like, oh, it's selling, I'm just gonna sell it. And also this is a 1 minute, so shit's fast. You know what I'm saying? Like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like we don't need this shit does not need to be complicated. This is like 10 minutes.
yeah. And what I want to say is,
You
people
have to
got
react quickly. I have to react quickly. So I'll have a buy limit here. It won't necessarily like it keeps it mechanical for one, and keeps my emotions out of it.
So like I'll have a buy stop here, whether it went even lower or not. I'm already in it, and I'm
Yeah.
basing it on this level right here, and especially 900. So what I was also saying is if we got to close below 900,
It's over.
it's over, bro.
Yeah.
I'm out that bitch, and
Here's
I have to do it quickly because it's it's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is minutes.
yeah, you gotta be
Each one
watching
of
it.
these
You know
6
what I'm saying?
minutes. Yeah,
For
facts.
something like this, you gotta be
Um,
watching it. And like I was gonna say, like in the red zone right there, before you totally zoom out of it, in the red zone right there, like even without the fib, it's happening right there on the 0.382 level. But even
yeah,
without the fib, looking at this and then looking at this little breaking structure right here,
you could have got in. You could have got. So
you
you could have got in here, bro.
I'm
You didn't
saying,
even have to.
I'm saying, I in my mind, what I've been working on is the same thing you just told me right now, but it's different because you need right there
Yeah,
the little tiny, it's just barely a wick on there. You know what I'm saying? There's barely a
yeah.
wick on the one that broke up out of the zone. Barely a wick on the bottom. I would have put a line right there across. And soon as that shit, if I were to be aggressive, which I'm trying to get more aggressive, I would have did what you said. As soon as that shit hit that line, I'm in. You know?
So also, if we look back, you see this. You see this London line right here. See, it says London, the bag on it.
Yep. Exactly. Yep.
It retested a fucking. It not only this right here. This.
Yes. 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 I've been looking at that the whole
The,
time. You had that London march, and I was like, it made sense to me.
yeah.
Like, all right, that makes sense
So
to me.
like, I'm telling you, bro. Like we about to get this bag.
So
Like
it's either
this.
gonna attack or bounce off that previous.
Yeah, and all of it just it's like music, like making music and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like all the instruments and everything just comes to fucking together. It's a orchestra. Like you just have to be the orchestrator. And whatnot. That's
Yeah,
it.
because there's a couple things I'd like to point out. You see where you have the blue zone
And
right there, that blue zone marked off right there.
right here,
Yeah. Now below that
I
blue
just
zone, you see those two lows. Those two lows
yeah
below the
yeah
blue
yeah
zone.
these right here. Yeah,
Now, how would you call that? Like if this was run up, like where the red zone
it's re-
is, it ran up, it
huh?
made that high, it came down, it made that one low right there. Like,
Yeah,
is
it's
that significant?
retesting something.
Is that
It's retesting.
significant to the? Is that significant to the second hit? You understand what I'm saying? Or you would not be looking at that. Of course, it's a
Well,
retest to the same level. It's making a zone, but is it as significant as I would think it possibly is?
you talking about this right here,
Yeah, those
like
two
these
lows.
two
Yeah, yeah,
lows.
yeah, yeah.
If we have to go and honestly, I would probably go up higher to see what the significance of that is,
But
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 we
but we
can
don't even
zoom
need
out.
to. If you say it's not
We don't
necessary,
need we
I
don't
don't want
need
to pay any
to.
attention to it.
We don't need to.
All right, so fuck it. Yeah,
That's why.
yeah, that's what's up, and that's right there in the 1 minute. So it's kind of easy to see this, you know.
Yeah, it's just microscopic. That's it. It's just microscopic view, and you have to look at just structure and whatnot, as well as the candlesticks, but really a good amount of it is the structure. We're looking deep into the structure because this whole thing is, this is a whole 1 hour and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like these, these are all little
Yeah, movements within the.
bite size pieces of the market and whatnot. Yeah, of the market's movement and human psychology. So yeah, you're pretty much, yeah,
And
you
I'd be
pretty
trying to
much
stay
don't
away.
have to.
I'd be
Mhm.
trying to stay away from indicators, but I saw something called like the power of four or something that was like interesting. It would show you like it show you a giant 4 hour candle the whole time you're looking at the other charts. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, no, but I mean that's how I will. That's how I do. If I have two screens up, I will look at the 4 hour and see how it like. You see how that shit flipped up right here when it was all the way down here and
Yeah,
it made its way up and shit like that. Dog, if I'm in the 1 minute and then I'm looking at the 4 hour and I'm seeing it do this and shit like that, I'm holding because then boom, you got like a 100 more
yeah.
points after that.
Hell yeah, because if you get this, if you get that dragonfly in the 4 hour off that significant zone, you're gonna
Oh
test
yeah,
this
it's
next
a
level,
wrap.
like it did when
Yeah,
it
it's
tested
gonna
the next
smash.
level.
It's gonna smash some highs, and some people were selling right here, so they're gonna get smashed. Uh, fucking hold on, let me mark it up. They got smashed. Uh, oh shit, damn, I just fucked up. This one. I need to delete the other one.
And yo, I'm gonna have to do a study. We can do it a little bit here if you want, or I can do it later. But I need to
What's
sit
it?
like, cause I'm kind of hard headed learning shit. I just kind of like to look at it like art and figure it out, which is dumb,
Yeah, yeah,
you
nah, I
know.
feel you. Yeah, I
But
can be like that.
these things are like sound like the same thing to me when I look at them. Liquidity, supply and demand, a fair value gap. It all seems like different parts of the same shit. You know what I'm
It's just
saying?
psychologically. It's psychologically what are. It's like psychologically more defined, in my opinion, when it comes down to liquidity. Like it it's like how you look at food versus lunch, dinner, and breakfast, right? It more so specifies, the type of food you're eating. When it comes down to a high and low and calling it supply and demand or calling it liquidity is all the wording of it is all psychological. So I call it liquidity because I'm looking at levels that can get smashed or can get
So so
grabbed.
help me think of this more clearly. Like to me, when I think of liquidity, it's not over. I'm making it as simple as possible. Wicks taking niggas' money, and I'm trying to get money after the money's taken. That's the way. That's the way I look at liquidity.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to look at it. And then you gotta, so like on one end that's happening, and then on the other end, motherfuckers is getting pumped. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like their stop loss is getting destroyed, and it's holding above those levels. It's not gonna come
Mm.
back and start selling off and put these people back in profit. It's gonna
No, you
go
can't.
and take them fucking motherfuckers out and then go to the next level and take that shit out. Like, so when it was racing through 25 and 950, 975, went up to 21,000. I mean, yeah, 21,000. That was all like orchestrated a certain way. They went down, they took out people around 825, and they reined up, took out people at 900, 925, 950, 975, 21,000. The people who were buying here and shit like that, they got smashed and whatnot here.
But even in
Right.
the it's like you said, just like you gotta understand like the balance and the ugly dance of the market. I was telling my boy,
Yeah, because
my crypto
look at
homie
it.
at his crib the other day, and I was like, yo, every time somebody's jumping up and down, smiling, somebody's crying in their hands at the exact same time.
Oh
Exact
God. Oh
exact same
God.
second. You feel me?
Bro, what? Imagine if somebody bought right here, dog, and they put their stop loss right here, and then they was aiming for price to get to 21,000. They got attached to that trade because they're thinking, hey, I'm just gonna have that one and done trade and not have to trade again. You know what I'm saying? In that perpetual cycle of, okay, I only got to do this a few times and then I'll be rich. And then they get their shit smashed, they get their candy taken, they get their food taken out their mouth, and then price goes right up to the level they was trying to get out of that. Tell me that's not fucking pure evil right there, like, or just pure agony. That's when would
That's happened to me
because
mad
we already know
times.
where we live. We already know where we live at and whatnot. So let's not even talk about the whole evil part. But let's talk about the psychological part. How crumpled and disgusted someone would be who doesn't understand liquidity, who doesn't, they're not trying to look in it. They don't care about it. They're not thinking about it. For them,
So
they're thinking about their money. They're thinking about, oh, I got this one. I got kids. I got this. They're thinking about, oh, I got to, I'm trying to make this one investment and be done. They get smashed. Boom.
So let me ask you, like, this is not advantageous because it is psychologically taxing, or because of another reason. Like, where that liquidity jumped off that line that you have marked and it went up,
Yeah.
and then it did that first turnaround. If you're watching it, what would be, I guess, if you see it hitting that next level of resistance and it's turning around right there. Well, if you have time to watch it, what makes sense like just to jump out and then when you see it hit your liquidity zone again, get right back in?
You playing with fire when you like are trying to get back in after the loss declared.
I'm not even saying loss. Like, are you gonna get? I'm like, you made a gain if you got in on that wick down there at your zone and moved up, and then you got that then you got that you saw like an engulfing dark cloud cover, whatever the hell you want to call it, is a bearish engulfing is happening, and you got out there, you secured your little bit of whatever the hell you got, and then when you see that shit dropping, you're like, oh, the trade's done. But you see it hit your zone again, and it pops back up. It would be smart to do that. You say, fuck that. You just reset like a machine. Fuck it. I ain't dealing with this no more. I reset like a machine to the next one.
Yeah, you kind of want to be like a machine. Not gonna lie.
So
That's what I said. Playing with fire. You don't want to.
As soon as the trade is in the trash, it's in the trash. Because I hear people saying,
Oh yeah, hell yeah, fuck yeah. That's just in the trash. If it's in the trash, yeah. Even to yeah. No, and nobody's infallible to having a trash ass trade like that. That happens all the time. Like yeah, I be having to call my own bluff and be like, bro, that was a trash ass entry. And what that does is me roasting myself when I do that just reinforces like that as a bad behavior and not to do that shit again. You know what I'm saying? So
it's really psycho.
And
shit.
also,
It's really psycho shit that people don't understand. Because
yeah,
I'll be on the binary sometimes, and they'll start getting ugly, and something in me wants to blow the account. Something in me just wants to say like fuck this shit. You feel me?
Ooh. Bro, yes, that's the part I've been fighting. I've been not fighting. I've been understanding and more so working with because you can't necessarily fight it. You fight it. You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta leave because the more you sit there and look at
You
it,
just gotta leave.
yeah, you gotta leave. You gotta close the chart and everything. Sometimes I'll be like, all right, I'm not trading no more, but I leave the chart up and I look at it and see things happening. I'll be like, nah, yo, it's like a weird ass feeling, dog. I'll be like, nah, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta turn this shit off, go outside, dog.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
Yo, give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab this shit out my dryer real quick and take a piss real quick. Give me 1 second.
You're good.
All right, thanks. What's up? What's up? Listen,
I thought he was gonna grab a bottle. Oh man.
yeah, my bad. See if Omni comes back. He probably went to go get some grabber or something. You feel me? Yeah, he's doing something on his phone. I guess he's back. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I'm here.
So, all right. So I'm trying to look at what you have marked up here. What
I'm
you
just
think?
looking at 1 hour and just marked up some liquidity.
Because what's this? Full screen here. I'm just looking at these. I want to look at these notes real quick from what you said right now.
Okay.
Markup opens and close. So before you get to the strategy, after markup opens of daily, 4 hour, and 1 hour, you want to mark up. You mark the high and lows of the previous session.
Of London session specifically, yeah.
The previous session to New York is London, right?
Yeah. Now, honestly,
Because that's what you just
yeah,
did. Or am I
yeah, I
tripping?
do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, and I do that so that when I go to the 1 minute, I can see those levels still. Yeah. If I go down lower, I can still see those levels because everything gets more granular, and you kind of have to zoom out a bit, and then when I'm looking for a setup, I'm gonna go down to the 1 minute and really look at how price is treating it minute by minute. In terms of a break and retest of structure to get in on the move when I'm seeing it on the higher. I'm seeing something on the higher time frame take place. I'm seeing a shift on there take place based upon a liquidity grab, and a flip of the candlestick on the higher time frame, 30 or 1 hour, or a break and retest with a flip of the candlestick, 30-minute or 1 hour. Then I go down to the 1 minute and I look at a break and retest entry.
Yeah, okay. Let me ask you
This
this.
is another one right here. This is another one. Hold up. Oh.
Right. Okay. Can you move the zone a bit or make it bigger so I can see pause?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to modify right now. Hold up.
All right. Yeah. Cool. So that is a. So you're going up. You get the breaking structure. It goes down. You have the little consolidation. So between that drop there and the consolidation, that is the gap you're looking at, or no? The gap is when it comes up.
I'm pointing out how there's how it enter based upon seeing a higher time frame. And I seen that it was a liquidity grab that took place at this level right here. 20,825.
So
This is on the higher time frame, a liquidity grab, because we'd have to squinch this up and look all the way back. So that's why it's important to mark it up, because I'm not gonna always do that. You're not gonna always do that.
So you mark that liquidity. So that liquidity grab was the
Is on the 1 hour.
The 1 hour, and that's a previous low.
Yeah, it's like another. It was the same day. I wouldn't say it was a different day. No, it's the same day. It's hours before.
But there's nothing. It's the previous low. There is no previous low before that. Before you mark that, that was the low of the time.
Well, today, yeah, but there's lows lower than that. Obviously, like
Yeah,
if we look back in time.
further back. I'm talking about like what's happening right now.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I was trying to make this shit dummy proof for myself.
That low was at 825. Price came back down and whatnot and took out any stop losses that was under 825, and then it returned back up and it came back down and took down that level. Took out that level. I don't want to get too deep into it though, but I do want to reiterate that this is all like what I would say, this is all wax on, wax off shit. This is all repeating.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but I'm not because you don't gotta get too deep. Let's just keep it surface level right now.
Yeah. So
okay, let me ask you this. So when you're looking at these entries and you're saying, oh, like a liquidity grab happened on the higher time frame, and now I'm looking down here to see what's happening if it's respecting. What could get confusing about that? Because in my mind, when I go to the higher time frame, it's fucking obvious what's going on. So what's possible that what's not simple and obvious that I could be like oversimplifying or thinking that I understand that I can get fucked up. Because anytime I go, you understand what I'm saying? When I go,
that's just how I want to trade. Yeah, I know. That's that. I mean, pretty much is how I want to trade. Obviously, and it's because I'm working with a certain size account and whatnot. I'm not necessarily like for instance, when this candlestick was formed, this big ass blue one, right?
Yeah.
At some point, it was bearish. Right after we had this one, we had a bearish candlestick with a wick. Then we got a wick created under here and a big ass blue candlestick. But while this was forming, this went down, and a lot of times, well, yeah, a lot of times it'd either play around up here, so it'd have a little wick up here, come down, take out a level, and then come all the way back up to the open of that candlestick and flip that bitch and keep going, and create more of a body here and keep painting it. So honestly, I mean, let me put it like this: if you're trying to play it very safe and run the lowest lot sizes you can, and you got the bread in the account, you can literally trade the 1 hour, 30 minute and never look at the 1 minute. So let me put that there. You can do that. I choose not to because I'm working. I'm trying to make thousands a day, and I'm trying to do that as efficiently and skillfully as possible. And so that's more of a high level thing than running lower lots. You're playing it more so safe and whatnot, and there's nothing wrong with that. That works. However, this from looking at the candlestick flips on the higher time frame, I love it. I love it honestly. But sometimes you can sometimes that can fail. That fails too.
This.
So
if I were to listen, like looking at what's on the screen right now, where the level is marked to the left, like where the line first starts, you just have the zone right there, but the one on the bottom right there, the red line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can leave that one there too, but the bigger one above it, where it's marked all the way to the left right there, I would have saw that as like an opportunity because it swept out that previous one.
Swept that shit and it's starting to move back up, right?
Yeah, and when it came back, put it this way: if I would have put my stop loss, how everybody online says to put your stop loss, I would have lost. But if I would have put my African stop loss or my African American stop loss, which is back further than this, I would still be in it as long as I didn't look at it.
Big facts. Yeah, if you just went ahead and bought it down at 825, yep, and your stop loss was past 800, like your shit's down here, then you would have been good. You would have been able to hold all of this. Like you got the bread and capital where it won't margin call you. Yeah, good.
I'm just saying that's interesting right there because usually when that move happens, you're in the. I guess nothing's 100%, like you know this, but usually when that move happens, you're in the clear. And it's crazy how it came right back just to get your fucking stop loss out of there to make that move up.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That'll happen. That'll happen a good amount of times. That's why I don't swing. That's why I don't swing trade right now per se. Honestly, swing trading. You shouldn't even be looking at the charts as much, like type shit. Like that's when you got that shit on the back burner. Like you know what I'm saying. It's a totally different style of getting money out of this shit. Totally different style. I don't even want to talk about it because it's like it's literally different than day trading. It's not day trading. It's swing trading. That's totally different.
When I'm sitting on real bread, I'm trying to look at setups on the weekly and the monthly. Just feel me? I see something happen and just like put that shit there and leave it there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It ain't nothing wrong with it if you got this. But like from my experience and everything, that's more so like it's a big bread play. Like
you need bread for that. That's investment.
Millions, not like billions.
That's like working with the bank. I'm trying to rob the bank. We're on different levels right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Feel me?
I'm trying to rob.
That's when you go in a suit. We're going in with a mask right now. There's a difference.
We're going in with the mask. This mask talk right now. Yes, this is mask talk.
Real shit.
So like
you got that girl in my algorithm, dog. Like she got me wanting to get on the 15 seconds.
Oh the bitch. Oh yeah, the little bitch. Hey man, I mean, I thought about it, dog. I thought about it really, really deeply. I was just like, bro, niggas is hustling super backwards and whatnot. If if let me not go too deep into it, but if I was a bodybuilder and shit like that, pause, I would be going after these little bitches and whatnot. I'd be hunting these bitches like motherfucking like you feel me?
Hell
Like an
yeah.
animal in the wild. You feel me? That bitch will have you up forever. Like you might. It's better than it's better than getting with Oprah and shit like that. Damn near the bitch young. Her fucking mindset and psychology is so on point. The bitch ended up, man.
Yo,
The bitch
I saw a different black chick who was up
made
the
$30,000 this month.
yeah, she was up the other day. This other black chick I saw, and she never had a job in her life. Like somebody taught her about trading when she was like young, and she started with $1,400, and she never had a job before. She's up like multi six figures. You know what I'm saying?
Those are bitches I want to be friends with. They listen. They run up a serious fucking bag, and yeah, I wouldn't do that though. I wouldn't get on the 15 second. The bitch emotional control is on a whole other level, bro.
Hear me
Her
out.
shit's on a whole other level.
Hear me out. Hear me out. The 15 second is just giving them more setups. The same shit's happening just faster. You feel me? On a lower time frame. So they just getting
Yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
setups. They're getting more setups, and when the move happens, it happens. So they got the stop loss, and they're dragging that bitch down. Yo, I'm like, yo, this shit is fire. You got to be right there in the zone. Like you see that shit dropping. Let me drop the stop loss. Let me drop. Yo, that shit's man. I'm trying to run my whole bag for the day in a good 2 minutes and just be like, yo, that was intense. Let me get out of here. 2 minutes of just insanity and be like, yo, that was fire. Let me get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I can't hear you. I don't know if you got away from the mic or.
No, I'm here, bro. I'm like multitasking real quick. Just step away for a quick second. But I'm probably well. You should probably pull the clips up. I'm not gonna lie.
Which one do you want me to pull up? You want to pull it up or you want me to pull it up?
I got it. That's why I got that. That's why I got that.
I hear you talking, but I can't hear you. It's like you sound far away.
No, I was saying if you wanted to pull her clip up and whatnot, I can stop sharing. You can like share her day trade and whatnot, so we can talk about it.
I can go to the clip that you dropped in the group or whatever, can't I?
Yeah, she got a couple clips though.
So,
a couple.
All right, cool. I can still hear you, right? You can still hear me? Yeah. You can still hear me, right? I hear something. Are you still there?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
So where do we put that in? It was in how long ago? Did you put it in general or it wasn't in markups? I think it's in general.
Mississippi any far. I said that any far at all.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that far up. Was it before the Ruben Slick joint or?
I think so. It's IMVLV. I think that's the name of the company.
Can you do a? Oh, you can't do a search in here. Yeah, so let me do a word search. IMIN.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't see shit. Oh, there she goes, right there. What the hell? I didn't know that she was right in my face. She chilling. Can I pull this up right here? Actually, she gotta have a YouTube too, right? Yeah, let me do that. She got a YouTube. IMVLV. What's her shit? I just had that shit. IBLV trading. IBLV trading. IBLV. Yeah, man. Maybe we just need to submit to the black woman, then we'd be rich. Feel me? Fuck it. You feel me? Let's go to the shorts. Let's see what you're talking about.
All right, so I'm in shorts at 17,579. Slightly risky. We're coming right down to this key level, so
This bitch trading support or resistance. Let's go.
I'll have to see how price reacts, but about 78 ticks down is where this level is sitting at. So if we can break it, I might add to this position. Actually, no, I won't. I'm not going to be adding to this position because we've already moved so much. It's a little bit too late for me. We are at that key level though. Next target will be all the way down at 17,525, but I don't know if we're going to be able to hit that unless we just continue flushing. And I might just get stopped out of this. Yeah. All right.
All right. You there, Omni?
Yeah.
So you see she got this bullshit trend line, and she got those two stupid indicators that don't mean nothing. You feel me? We don't need. I could trade what she traded, and I don't need those little lines on there or whatever. This bitch trading support and resistance, dog. Fucking targeting targeting higher highs or lower lows. That's all she doing. We're overcomplicating this, dog.
Just got me a short position here at 18.
Order filled.
1813.
A short position. Let me get. How did you decide to do that short position? Was it the wedge and the break? And the thing is, you know what? I don't know if Omni can hear me, but I'm talking to the audience and I'm talking to Omni. You know what? I know what? This Forex community is a hater-ass community because if you really get in money, why would you be in somebody else's videos or clipping videos of them being like, oh, they're not in profit, they're broke and all this shit. If you get in money, how do you have time to like be making videos about other people's trading styles and saying it don't work? Because mad people be hating on the Tory trades girl. Because she says, like, I keep it simple. I just trade support and resistance. All I do is trend lines. And they're like, yo, you can't do that. That's impossible. What's wrong with these Forex motherfuckers, man?
So we're about to close in 20 seconds. I need to see this break pretty strongly. All right, I just added to this position, and I will be getting out if we break above this trend line. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to take this down to, we just hit about 117 ticks. I'm trailing my stop.
So you see how she added in even more on that retest?
We can play it again. Let's play it again.
Oh, you had stopped? Okay, yeah, because I was watching it.
No, I noticed, but I just wanted to be, if you're going to point it out, I
Look,
want to show it again.
Short
oh, yeah, go ahead. I'm going to pull the video up on my phone. I'm going to just mute myself out.
Oh, you can't see?
So I got it on, so I got Discord,
You're on Discord
on one device.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
pulling it up.
So which one are you trying to look on? You trying to look on Discord? Because you're on Discord. Let me show you on Discord.
Yeah, you could probably do it.
I think that's the best way.
And just mute the audio of the stream on Discord, yeah, so it doesn't double. The charge is funny too.
If I share my screen, that should be fine. I always feel like I'm brand new doing this shit. So you got that. You got that.
Let me roll up some dank while we look at these videos.
Yeah.
I'm about a nice. But yeah, bro, I'm trying to get more hoes inside. I'm trying to only fuck with bitches that's trying to talk about the charts. If they talking about the charts, then we can make some money together. Then you know, probably won't be together, but we can make some money together. And then I got a network of bitches who's like, oh, this move is happening. Oh, look at this.
No, you gotta have the patience. All right. Hold on. You gotta have the patience to teach them. You feel me?
I know. I know.
And it's hard to do it, man, because
I swear to God, I tried to. It was a bitch that was like just like on her luck type shit. And I was trying to help the bitch out. She wasn't even. You know what I'm saying? She was just so distracted, and I was just like, okay, that's how you got here. That makes more sense.
Not everybody has the capacity. That's why you have to be a
No.
nigga. It have to be like a bitch who has money, and she thinks you're cool enough, and you can be like, yo, like, give me 500, give me a rack, I'm gonna show you something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I had a bitch do that. Yeah, I had a bitch give me 500 and whatnot. Just off the street. Yeah.
And if you do it proper and you show her, then she's willing to
Yeah.
listen. You feel me? Like,
Fact.
kind of.
You're right.
Cause she ain't listening to nothing
You're
you say. All she sees is that, oh shit, I can trade a bag up. The bitch is just trying to get a see them bags in the back.
That's a
you
big fact.
You see the bags behind this bitch? That's what she traded for. She locked in for them bags, dog. You see them shoes?
No, yo, yeah, that bag. Yo, for real. Bag cost 3,000. Goddamn.
Yeah, that's her work desk. She locked in. She knows what she working for. Them bags. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Bags and weave.
Fact.
You feel me? That's it.
Bags, weave, and weed.
Bags, weave, and weed. This bitch locked in on the charts.
She gonna roll a backwood up after this shit and whatnot, and then she got students and shit like that, man. But nah, she doing her thing, bro. She hustling. The way she's looking in the video is the most important part outside the move. It's like her whole composure.
But I feel like there's just a mean black woman. I think like she just be locked in like that all day. Feel me on her kids, on her friends, on everybody. She's locked in on niggas.
On niggas. In the back of her mind, she's like, I made 3,000 a day. Wow, man, fuck these motherfuckers.
Yeah, she locked in. You think she got a good mentality, but I'm not mad at her. I think she just follows this exact system and it's very simple.
She follows it, yeah, every single time, like a robot. That's how you got to be.
And that's the thing that really changed me about the David, the Paul David or David Paul. I forget which one.
Yeah.
That's what really changed me watching that video. How he was breaking down, like, all right, so this is a professional breaking this shit down, and this nigga is basically saying like, all I do is trade flags and wedges and pennants and shit. He's saying that's all he does. He's saying you got to take 8 trades the same way, and it will change something in your mind psychologically. He says I can't explain it, but you need to take 8 trades the same way. And he says once you're locked in and you know you have a winning system, what separates you from everybody else is being able to take the cluster of the 5 bad trades that are going to come statistically in a cluster.
Yes.
So that's, if you can write this down, and even if you get sad, if you can look back up at this and be like, all right, I got to get through this to get where I'm going. It seems like just keep working, motherfucker. You're gonna get where you need to get. You know?
Yeah, you're only 8 to 12. He said you're only 8 to 12 trades away from being a trader you want to be. Pretty much, you're 8 to 12 trades away.
Yeah.
Nah, it's facts. That's big facts, bro. Like, if I look at my average wins or whatnot, if you multiply that times 8 or 12 and shit like that, bro, that's about, it's like $10,000. It's like, that's like a 10 bag right there. It's a 10 bag.
Shout out.
If you do that every 2 weeks, bro, that's 20 bags and whatnot a month. Do that shit, just throughout the month. That's 10 bags. That's still a lot better than most of America and whatnot.
I'm about to run up 10 bags off these meme coins. And
yeah. That's what you're talking about.
Within 7 days.
That.
You cut out. You saying something? Did you hit mute? Did I freeze up? Okay, you back now. I can hear something.
Oh, okay. Now, do they use PooCoin?
PooCoin?
Yeah, PooCoin was what like a lot of people was getting in on the pump and dumps and whatnot.
I don't know if these are exactly like these aren't
for the meme coins. But you can get meme coins at other places too.
Yeah, it depends on what network you're on, you know? The guys because you can get money on all these different networks if you know how to work them, you know? The guys I'm dealing with, he's dealing heavy with the Caspa network. And Caspa has mad technology behind it. They're about to get Coinbase listing. That shit already has. They're in contract. They're in contract with Visa so you'll be able to spend your Caspa directly from your Visa, so you never have to cash out your Caspa. So
Oh,
you feel me? Like mad shit's happening right now, and this news is gonna come out on the 6th that everybody's going crazy for. And I've been looking. My homie's been talking about it without even having a real TA like that. And I'm looking at the charts. I'm like, oh shit! With all this fundamentals and looking at the chart, the shit's about to go crazy, crazy.
Yeah, that's why I wanted the master day trading part. So when I looked at a crypto chart, it boom, easy as fuck to look at. That's how I can look at Casper right now, and I could tell that yeah, it's gonna keep going up.
I'm telling you, futures on the crypto, like or scalping
Ooh,
crypto, that shit
bro.
is easy, dog. That shit looks like.
Oh, I
yo,
know. What broker do they use though? So they do this. So they do crypto futures. I didn't know if they did spot only or if they do crypto futures as well. They do crypto futures.
Yeah, for Caspa, you can do futures on Binance and another platform that I forgot the name of that he told me about.
Binance banned niggas from the US and whatnot. They use.
No, but they have another one too. But here's the thing about Caspa. Caspa trades instantly. That's why everything's going to be converted over to Caspa. So even if you wanted to trade swings, you can sit there and trade swings on Caspa just with your bread.
So Caspa is a platform in a coin. It's a coin in the platform that's used for futures.
Yeah, it's a coin and like a technology that's used for bank transfers and shit like that.
Okay, got it.
You feel me? And then they have those other coins that are under the Caspa network. So Caspa's gonna run up, and the meme coins are under its network. So my homie has the link to the group. So the guy who's in on the minting, he lets them know right away when to mint. So when you mint him, he's getting that shit at a discount, like fraction of a price. Like that's how the homie put $100.
Yeah.
He put $100 down and made $2,200. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. Those are like guaranteed scratch offs right there.
Yeah, because he has the inside line to when they're about to basically pump that shit, but they don't kill the coin. It's not like a rug pull. You know what I'm saying? They just know when it's gonna launch, and they have the community, so they know it's gonna make a wave.
Yeah, yep. They anticipate a certain type of volume and whatnot. Yep, that's true.
Yeah, that's why whatever I get right now, I'm putting it towards that because on the 6th, that shit is gonna turn to something different. And it's not even like this isn't something that you want to just get and then get your money out. Caspa is something like you're gonna want to hold for like maybe like your whole life. You know what I'm saying? It might be on that level. Like, but within the next 3 to 6 months, it's gonna be a 70 to 200x.
Damn. Yeah, it's at 16 cents. I'll definitely put some money in it.
And there's other ones too. Like that's the one I've been researching the most because that's the one they talk about the most. But there's other ones too that you really get the run up for the little money, like the ones that are on the mint that you can just put $100 on and get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Casper's. Yeah, it sounds like something to put some money in every like frequently and whatnot, especially during like pullbacks and shit like that.
Exactly.
Like,
and if you're looking at the chart, that shit pulls back clean. You could tell right.
Yeah, it does. It did. I'm looking at on like around the 28th, it broke and retested 15 cent.
Yep.
It pretty much like did a retest around 15 cent to go to 16.
Yep, and the main guy that's talking about it, he's saying that like, and it's still known. That's how you know there's still money there, dog. It's not known like that. If you go search it, it's not gonna be. People are just starting to talk about it now. My boy's been talking about it. You know?
Oh yeah, that's how you. Yeah, that's how you get in early. Yeah, because like, I mean, yeah, any of these, bro, that can go from like a couple cents to dollars and shit like that, you're up.
I don't know how much the one my boy got that he ran that money up with the other day, but he bought 60 million of them for $100. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
My bad. 60,000. 60,000, not 60 million.
I was about to say, boy, don't let that shit get to $1. That motherfucker is up.
Oh, he's out of here from the shit they've been.
Yeah, he's up either way though. Like it get close to $1. He's up.
No, but
whatever that new if you know when it adds more zeros to that bitch, it's add more zeros to your bank account pretty much.
The dude's been stressing, like his whole group that he stresses that the homie paid for the VIP the other day since he made that money. It was He just saying retire early, dog. He's saying this is not gonna happen again for like a very long time. Right now is a time that you can like get money that doesn't make any sense real quick, and for the rest of the year you'll be able to catch the bull run on the coins as long as you're watching. And since you understand technicals, you'll be able to just play that shit up and down the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if I'm paying attention to it, yeah.
You don't even gotta pay attention to it. Set a price alert. You know exactly where it's going.
Nah, of course. Yeah, nah, of course. But I mean, just like in general, like just pretty much just being there and to press the fucking button.
Yeah. Yo, give me 20 seconds. I'm gonna pour this fucking water in this tea real quick.
You good? I'm rolling. Bro.
Alright. So what I was just thinking about while I was pouring that tea water is that actually, is your joint still? No, I put this up on the screen. I was looking at how you trade, and it makes sense to me. But there's really no crossover with the way that I've been looking. There is, but like your shit doesn't form into any of the classical geometric shapes. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
I want to look at it again, but I'm pretty sure your markups. If I was to look around the markup, I don't see like a pendant to markup or a wedge or a flag. You know what I'm saying? It's happening more.
Those are happen. Those are still happening. Like you still find those. Like that gold trade that I took Friday and whatnot. You had Drew one and whatnot. They're still there. It's just I'll pull it up in a minute. I was charging an iPad. That's what I was using. Charging up. But it's still let me see. I'll switch it. Hold on.
You see the subscriptions.
I'll pull it back up. Hold on. Ew. This thing's quick. I'm gonna go warm something up though, real quick.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm probably looking for this.
I think I'm sharing it, but
Oh, I gotta go to watch yours right now. So yeah, I can see it now. One of these simple.
You can still.
So where was your trade? Where was your trade taken? Right there.
I'm just marking up the ones that I see and whatnot. The trend line breaks at least. Like I can see that. But hold on. But the one that we were talking about at first was this one. All right. I think you can still do it, but it's not gonna look pretty. It's gonna look real kind of.
Yeah, where you at? Can you zoom in? Can you zoom in on this more?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Hold on, I got you. That's like a flag.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's not. You're right.
You can still mark them up. It's just that
It still makes sense.
Yeah, it all goes together. I just like sticking with the bare, the bare metals of the market, which is the candlesticks and the time and the price level.
Yeah, you're doing like a smart guy
Time,
version. I'm doing like a dummy version. Like everything you said is encompassed in just drawing that pendant and having to come out retest.
yeah.
Everything it's all right there, but you get a sharper entry and you have more confirmations because you have more
You can go heavy as a motherfucker if you want to. To be honest, like if we're gonna keep it real, like I'm just lining myself up so I can do this shit consistently, and then when it comes down to scaling, it's like no issue. I go from using this lot size where let me just mark this shit up. The trade so we can keep things in context and whatnot. The fuck? Okay. Anyways, let's just put for what happened. Yeah. All right, cool. So this is about 63 points. Damn. Damn it. I hate when I get new shit. I can't. 63 points. We're gonna do it by one contract in NASDAQ, $1,200 US. We're gonna scale that up to 63 contracts. 60 times 68, I think. I'm saying 4,000. Right.
but
You make 4,000 3 times a week. It's 48,000 after a month. If you do 3,000 average 3 days, not even 5 days a week, 3 days.
you on a funded account right now?
Yeah, but like, bruh, niggas on Top Step, a nigga ran up like 100 racks or some shit like that in a day. Another person ran up like 50 racks in a day, and they gonna pay them folks out.
That's what's up.
I'm trying to heist these motherfuckers, scale this shit up, do this shit over the course of 30 days so I can take 100% out and run up like 100 racks on them motherfuckers.
You need to do that shit, bro.
That's the plan. And, that's the, well, I won't say that's the plan and whatnot because I never gave away my plan. That's not the plan and whatnot, but that's something you could do.
One of us need to do it, dog, because once
I'm gonna do some. No, I'm gonna do some dope ass shit. But I'm just saying, if I'm gonna actually do it, I ain't gonna necessarily say it on here and whatnot. But that's just something,
Oh yeah, don't say it on here. You know these niggas don't need to know what the fuck we doing, man.
Hell nah.
This is
But also because whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just we're gonna do this shit. But yeah, I'm just saying. For example, bro, the reason why I'm on the 1 minute is because you can scale up your lots and everything. Like
watch it bounce off the next level or whatever and see.
yes. Well, no, like going back to psychologically, doing this shit 8 to 12 times, right, sinks in that neural network and whatnot. So then now you go on a month or so later, you're trading 2 to 3 times the size you was trading a month or two ago, right? I mean, this is like obviously for me, this is for us. This is after years of learning the basics and shit like that. So it's not necessarily overnight type of thing. Even it's just really sinking in and getting the neural network set up so that when you scale in, because I've stopped looking at the P&L as well. I don't look at it until it's all said and done. I look at the moves now.
So when it's
and
all
that's
said
something I
and done,
wasn't
meaning
doing.
you're not looking at it, you're setting your target and you're going about your data.
P&L is not your P&L until the shit is closed.
Yeah, it ain't money till you have it.
It ain't money till you out and whatnot. So like, to all the viewers out there and shit like that, like I look at the move. You feel me? But we can do the math and I can tell you what 63 points equates to, per contract on the future on NASDAQ futures and whatnot. But yeah, bro, like I used to look at the P&L while the trade was happening and shit like that a lot. I used to do that shit for a while and shit like that. I finally broke out of that shit and started looking at just focusing up on the move. And I've done that before in bursts. It's like it's kind of crazy because like when you learning, you've done the correct shit before in different pieces and whatnot with the wrong shit. But then you really, really sit back and look and put all the good shit together. And that's what we have here. We pretty much have a system where we can repeat it. It's mechanical, and we can scale. We can even have times where it's like, man, let's go ahead and over leverage this motherfucker. We can do it because we didn't got this shit. We didn't got the movement down. You know what I'm saying? It's like martial arts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, realistically, right, is to scale it kind of efficiently, like you would with weights in a gym, and then pretty much be able to handle that weight. You know what I'm saying? So then you pretty much can do that shit consistently. Take those small L's, and when it's winning time, you really fucking win. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's hard not to, especially for me. It's very difficult for me not to be extremely aggressive when I seen somebody run up $1 million in the 90 days with regular leverage. You know what I'm saying?
man,
So, and here's the thing: I'm not saying that it's a smart or not smart. I'm saying because this is a lifestyle I've lived. I pissed so much money. I pissed 15 bitcoins. You feel me? I pissed so much fucking money that throwing $100 here, I guess going through the time of passing the challenge is a pain in the ass. But losing that don't mean shit. It's either I'm gonna lose this $100 or I'm gonna make $300,000. You understand what I'm saying?
facts.
So that's what I'm looking at. If you're mechanical with the system, even if it goes wrong on you and you bust your shit, fuck that shit. Put another one on there.
Man, next
and
few other times, yeah.
Yeah, we going with the same system again. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Run
that
it again,
that gotta
another
not,
day.
That shit got to not work like 10 times in a row let's bring, if it doesn't work,
Fact.
then where would you say that the spot is to make an adjustment? Because the cluster, he said,
In
mathematically
your
is 5
yeah.
trades. So if you get more than 5 bad, do you make an adjustment? Do you think about adjustments?
Yeah, for sure. Hell
Right,
yeah.
so that's the spot. That's the sweet spot.
Yeah. That's like, yeah, facts.
And if you never
You
get
gotta
more
make
than
that.
5, you never change shit.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
don't change nothing. That's the measure right there. Yeah, 5. I would say, yeah, that's a good one. Real good one right there.
All right, so yeah, that makes sense. All right, what did I want to pull up right now? Because you're rolling up right now. You want to put up video or something?
Yeah. Shit, I was gonna say play more shorties clips, but we don't have to be on her Twitter. We can move around.
No, we didn't really get into her doing like it.
We really didn't though.
I got time. I'm in my study shit right now. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm just eating and yeah, I'm just chilling.
Yeah, I'll bring her back up.
All right.
I'll bring her back up. Wait a second. What am I doing? Oh yeah, it's full screen. I was gonna put this on. I'll get that shit next. She's right there. And I'm gonna add her to the Discord. So, all right. So how do I do this? So, all right, yeah. So I do it like this, so everybody can see it. I can do. I'm already sharing my screen, so I want to do this. I want to stop. I want to do this, and so the screen is over here. So this screen. So let me know if this works right here. Are you seeing my YouTube? Are you still seeing a Discord screen?
I'm seeing YouTube.
All right, cool. It worked. Still going backwards? What the hell was her name? There it goes. All right, so we see what she did right here. That's like
IBLV. Okay. Yeah.
Talk, sister. Wait.
Order filled. 1813. So we're about to close in 20 seconds. I need to see this break pretty strongly. All right, I just added to this position, and I will be getting out.
See, she said she needed to see it break really strongly. So that's what you wanted us to notice last time? Because I'm not noticing shit. I think Omni went to go get his food, or he fell off. One of the two.
I'm here. No, it's all good. It's working.
All right, so you understand what I'm saying. So she said she needed to see a strong break to continue. I'll run it back so you can see it.
Just got me a short position here at 18. Order filled. 1830.
Okay, now that was it came here, it's in the wedge, it broke out, it hits the retest.
It broke,
here.
yeah. She's got it on a break and retest, it looks like. Yep. Of a broken level that was support, and now it looks like this price is gonna resist that level. Yeah. And it looks like it's 1813. I would say the level that was broken, the closest one would probably be 18,125. That was higher, that was broken. So even though we can't see her price levels, the fact she said it, it's probably she's in between 18,125 and 18,100.
And you also, what you noted earlier was that a little bit after this, you says it moves and she gets another retest and she jumps to another position.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But let it play one night, because yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like happened. Another break happened.
So we're about to close in 20 seconds. I need to see this break pretty strongly. All right,
So that the close. Oh, pause.
I will be getting out.
So this is real. This is other some other sauce and whatnot. The close of the candlestick. Time to close. Time to close. Time till close. Yeah, I would call it that. Time till close. So like that is when that's the time, the counter for when that candlestick is gonna close. And whatever it closes at, or wherever it's at when it hits zero, from whatever time frame and time it is, from 1 minute, if it's 1 minute, it's gonna count down to zero, and it's gonna close each candlestick. So that's what she's talking about. And she's on the 15 seconds, so she's talking about every 15 seconds when it counts down to zero and when it closes. And she's saying that if it closes below, she's gonna go ahead and add in, I guess.
Below these wicks? What's her
below whatever level that is and whatnot. We can't see her price levels, but we see the structure. So she's talking about below that structure.
Okay.
Below that previous level.
Break above this trend line. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to take this down to you just hit about 117 ticks. I'm trailing my stop. Just gonna keep trailing down. Just keep trailing down.
One got hit, right?
I might get stopped out around here, but I am targeting down to where we had this large sell order. But I might get stopped. I just got stopped out.
All right. So yeah, she trailed her trade. So she trailed it.
I seen other women doing this shit too. Like, it seems like the shit that the black women been teaching.
It's the sauce is the current meta. Nah, bro. Think about it, right? She's on the 15 second. She's using a lot of leverage and whatnot. Like her lot size game is crazy right now. Cause it's probably in reality, it looks like she's trading NASDAQ. Man, that shit probably really only moved like 10 fucking points, 10, 15 points for her to make $2,000. And it's because she's trading really aggressive with the lot size, but she may be working with like a big ass account. Who knows? She may be running with 100x and whatnot, or some shit like that, and just playing it like that, and just bagging them like that. Actually, I'm sure she's running with like a pretty sizable account, and she's trailing the trades because basically she's catching the breakout after a break and retest, and that's it. She don't want no pullback and none of that shit.
Yeah, no,
psychologically, it may be some benefits to that.
I'm saying on a 15 second, it can turn back around you like real quick. So you just,
like what? like.
But the trailing and you're pulling it and watching it, it's like you just getting what you can get. It's like you snatching it off the table.
You snatching. Yeah. She can probably find more setups. She can definitely find more setups that way than using pretty much something like my strategy and whatnot. Like hers is definitely
But you saying your strategy is going to give you less stress and longer term moves?
I say mine's just what I'm comfortable with. To be honest, I ain't even gonna lie. Mine's is pretty much just what I'm comfortable with. And scaling wise, I'd be able to scale up to the size that she's doing, but I would probably still catch more points if that makes sense. But that's more time in the market. And what I'm saying is the way she's doing it, especially trailing and shit like that, I see the logic behind it and whatnot. I mean, gosh, like so it's 15-second, right? So there's 4 of them in 1 minute. If you break it down, 1 minute divided by 4, 15. I'm zooming in. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 candlesticks. That is a minute and 30 seconds, bro. She made $2,000 and well, let's count the whole trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. 14.
14 minutes.
Yeah. No, 14 times 14. What the fuck?
No, it's not 14 minutes. It's 14. There's 14 divided by. No, it's times.
16 divided by 60. 3 minutes. 3.5 minutes.
That's how money's supposed to be, man. This shit don't make sense. People keep, and in reality, they keep trying to make sense of how you're supposed to get. Oh,
It just ran up 2,000, like 2 bands in like 3 minutes.
and that's not shit to her. She ain't even satisfied. That
Ain't shit to her. I swear, bro. I swear. That's what I'm saying. You gotta look, bro.
That shit ain't paying for her bags and shit. That shit ain't doing nothing. Like,
You said ain't paying for her bag, none of that.
And to me, with trading, like the money is not really that important to me. It's the freedom of mind. Like
it's the freedom of mind, and honestly, yes.
As soon as I know I can be flat on my ass and get my hands on $100 and get my life back together, I have no more worries ever in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if I was on my ass, I would trade like her. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, boom. Yeah, I would do this. I think you gotta pay
she's
for.
on Ninja Trader. I just got approved today.
She's on Ninja Trader. Yeah. That's what it looks like. I used that before. Damn, yeah, Ninja Trader is fire because it allows you to and obviously it's in her fucking tab. Oh yeah, that's what you got. Oh, that's in your tab. Yeah, so if you want to run the futures, if you want to run futures, Ninja Trader or TradingView, but Ninja Trader is gonna allow you to get the time frames and everything like you want without paying extra. Like that shit gives it to you. I think it's really the commission and all that shit. That's where they get that money from. But TradingView, you got to pay a subscription to get the 15-second. But you can get the 15-second and shit like that on Ninja Trader by default.
Yeah, I saw that. The TradingView. I don't know. I was on
Damn.
TradingView and I was on Binary and shit.
Yeah.
And I was winning, but that shit was too close for comfort, dog. That shit was just looking like it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like even on the binary on the live market, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not on OTC or anything like that. It just doesn't. I feel like I'll still win the trade, but I feel like I should have been winning with way more space. It'll get close, like it's trying to get me out of there. You know what I'm saying?
I just like the way she's moving her stops. I gotta see. I gotta see a couple more of her clips. Like that shit's.
Let's watch some more. Get money. I don't got nothing else to do except get this money. I'm trying to do this shit right
get
now.
this money.
You're supposed to be
Niggas putting time in.
I'm supposed to be in medical
everywhere and whatnot.
In the airport, getting paid, on the plane, getting paid. Like, you got more right here? All right, let me go to her
shit on the plane getting paid. I feel you.
Hell yeah, dog.
It's just shit. If I'm in an airport, shit like that, or I'm in public, nah. Because unless I got some good ass earbuds in and I can just walk off and shit like that, then yeah. Especially, yeah. Well, nah, yeah. With technology these days,
You got to put your mind on a different level. When you're in the airport from now on,
Yeah, your mind does have to be on a
you're
whole other level,
you're in the
despite where you
VIP
at.
lounge. You're not around people. You're in the VIP lounge.
Yeah, no, fact.
You feel me?
Ooh,
Around other people who are professional, and you're in your zone, and nobody's bothering you. That's how it goes. You know
big
what I'm saying?
fact. You get WeWork offices and shit like that wherever you travel at. Nigga. You can just slide up in there. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying?
You got the
Sip
little
on a macchiato or some shit like that. Talk to some
facts.
other motherfuckers. Honey, laugh. Ha ha ha.
The Mint
Ran
Club.
up
You feel
5
me?
racks in
He's like, oh, you're like,
2 minutes.
he's like, oh, you're trading, buddy. You know, I traded for 25 years. Let me tell you something. I'm like, okay, tell me something, nigga.
I'm not gonna lie. I guess the best. Yeah, the way that I was looking at it, bro. When I was in the casino, and then I mentioned like, nah, it was like I think I was at the cashier and whatnot, and I just wanted some bills to play blackjack and whatnot, or I wanted to play blackjack at this one table, and I did, and I was going to play with 100 and whatnot each time, but the bitch was like, oh, they play big money over here. Da, da, da. I was like, shit, I trade NASDAQ and Dow and whatnot. I don't give a fuck about that. And then it was this older Latin dude and whatnot, who I know has money. I know he got money. He was just laughing. He was like, oh, yeah, you know what he's talking about. Yeah. He was just like, you know what I'm saying? Game, peep game, bro. Money levels, you know what I'm saying? The energy and shit like that, it gets peeped. You feel me? Motherfuckers peep it.
Yeah, get people
It's a
energy. Like,
smell,
that's what he's
the
saying.
scent to it.
A motherfucker with real energy will peep you off you. Like, even if you don't got the money yet, he'll be like, oh, yeah, you want to
Even
know.
if you ain't got the
You
money
feel
yet,
me? He's like,
I
oh,
swear to God.
he's like, oh, you about to have it. Yeah, you want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You one of them.
let me play the next one from this girl.
That's what made it realer. That's what made it realer to me, though. For real, was when I was going in the real world and I would meet people with money and whatnot and talk about them, and they can confirm to me that this shit is a real deal.
Yeah, definitely. NQ Longs 1004. Let me run it back. She's not talking at this music. Yeah, it's fast forward. I like to hear what she's talking about, what she's saying and shit.
Yeah, you might want.
But we can understand it. This is simple as shit. Okay, maybe it's not that simple. Let me not laugh at our sister. How would you interpret
Nah,
this?
bro, she's advanced. She's advanced. She's
not,
basically
I'm not
slut.
laughing. I'm not laughing at simple because simple works to me. I'm just saying niggas are doing too much.
Well, what she's doing is simple, but it's also advanced. So it's not. It's simple because she's done it a number of times. She's mastered her system. It seems like, and what she's doing is just she got an entry in for buy after price sold off. Looks like it pretty much bought up. It rejected a level that it rejected before, but it looks like she went ahead and took the buy. Now from there, you know, she's looking for a break of the higher, the high that pretty much got rejected just recently. I don't know the price levels though, so I can't really look at it too deep. But I will say that, you know,
wait, give me a second.
She has a
where it says one sell limit. That's where she took the trade.
no. That's where she's trying to get out. That's her TP.
That's her TP.
Yeah, that's her take profit level.
So she's not in this yet. She's looking to get in where that arrow is.
No, she is. No, she is. You see where it says 1?
Yeah. So
that is where that's her entry.
And she's going long.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's why I'm like, bro, just let it play out because she it sounds simple, but she's a little bit advanced and whatnot.
Oh,
I think she's not
autistic.
Yeah, autistic. Nah, she's fucking what people who damn it, they not revenge trade, not opposite trade, but the
hedging.
kind of sort of. She's trading against the trend.
Yeah, trading against the trend. Yeah.
She's trading against the trend and whatnot. So that's why it's interesting. But at the same token, this is the 15 second. So this is against the trend on the 15 second,
We don't know if this bitch is looking at a 1 hour chart or some shit like that on the right hand side. You know what I'm saying? She's just showing her execution window.
So she doesn't
So that's why
she doesn't do any videos like breaking down what she's doing.
hell nah, she's selling that motherfucking course.
But you know, like
Hell
some
nah.
people got to give a little sauce, and they act like there's more stuff in the course. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, facts. Nah, that's how they do it. That's
And
how
if you
that's
know
how they, you know.
if you know how to trade, you can usually figure out what the extra sauce is. It's like for people who don't know anything. You know what I'm saying?
I'm selling psychology and shit like that. That's what I would sell. I would just like do one-on-ones and sell the psychology. That's the most I would do in terms of trading services. In terms of education, is the psychology part. That part is enough to keep that's enough to have a whole career on by itself. But like, I mean, on top of being a profitable trader and whatnot, that's something that I would do. For shit, I would do it just to even I would be ambitious about it for the simple fact that, you know, trading comes with taxes and whatnot, and I came with a whole plan on how I'm gonna beat that shit anyway.
Say less, say less, say less. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you know, yeah, that's why she doing that though. We got to pay them taxes. Shit, might as well have a course.
damn, right there, she hit the target with the consolidation.
Yeah, now she's fast, bro. She
Second entry
fast.
long. Oh, she taking a second. Hold up, I know. Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. I see.
Now I'm telling you, bro, she's advanced.
Because she's playing. So I don't know
This
what
bitch is advanced, bro.
I don't know
Ain't
what
no
moving
damn
average.
regular bitch.
Yeah, I don't know what moving averages she has right there. But look, like when it cracked up out of there, it hit there. She set a new line right there. You saw she draw that trend line real quick. Did you see that? She do that. She do that trend line quick and shit.
Yeah. She's doing active marking up and whatnot, which is what you should do. I do say that active marking up, especially if she's on a 15 second, which is why I wouldn't trade on it. Only because you have to react so fast and mark up so much shit so fast and whatnot. Like you'd have to train like that for like a few months to even get it down packed. You know
But
what I'm saying?
isn't that the beauty of the market? You can always bring it down to
It
what you need
is.
to bring it down to. You can just hit the 30-second, can't you?
It is, but you don't want to necessarily be working on a certain strategy, then jump to her shit, and then you gotta you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at it differently, compared to like saying that, hey, I've trained on this system for 6 months. I can just jump on the system and it'll work. You'll have to train for a certain amount of time too on that system, which is possible. And don't get me wrong, bro. I'm thinking more so levels of like, well, shit, levels and whatnot. Once I'm managing a certain bag size, I would definitely take a gander. But I would probably do it on like a demo or some shit like that for months, just off to the side for fun. And see if it works. But if I take a gander, if I like it, my mind likes it, then yeah, implement it with the real bread. But yeah, nah. This shit's intriguing. This shit is intriguing.
The shit was pretty simple because what she did, like, it's only because I watched that guy JD Hitter, and he does a 21 EMA. But what she did right here, when she said second entry long, that's exactly what it was. It crossed. He had the first entry over the moving average. Got the second entry.
She took some money out. Yep.
Yep. And then she's just moving on with the next one. Then she put it in. She had a little consolidation right here, marked the zone, and broke out. Now she's getting back in the move.
That shit's fire. I'm not gonna lie. That shit's fire.
Especially because you got to be like, she's one with the chart. She understands that shit's just gonna expand and contract, and she's just gonna keep riding that shit as it expands and contracts. Like,
and as a fact, she already took some bread out. So man, this is just like extra bread. And mind you, if you're on a funded account on a prop firm, and if your daily loss limit is $1,000, for example, for me, right? If you make 1,000 or two, if you make like $1,000 that day, you now have $2,000 of cushion. You know what I'm saying? So if you trading like her and shit like that, you make a couple hundred, and then now you got room to like scale. Like, boy, you can go crazy. Like as long as you're one with the market, so that's the most important thing. But yeah, you can. It's so many levels to this shit. It's crazy. But yeah, I want to see more.
Yeah, you just can't be scared of this shit. See? And I like how she's looking at the charts like it's her baby daddy or something like that. Look at her face. He's like, she don't believe nothing this nigga talking about. Man, look, she looked like the DMV lady. Oh, let's see another one.
126. There was
This one we saw already? We saw this one already?
I'm not
No,
sure.
no, I don't think so. We let it play.
Oh, did we see this one? I think
some of the loans at 18, 126. There was really not a good spot for me to be in shorts, which is why I didn't want to get in down there. I'm honestly just gonna have to stop. Not necessarily at the lows, probably down here. Probably like 146 stop. I'm only in one contract. So our first TP is at 18,166. With this. But because I don't want to trail my stop that close because I don't want to trail my stop that close. So we're coming up to that key level at 18,166. That's right up here. It's a little too late for me to add to this position.
I do want to, if there's some secret sauce of what's going on, of course we all want to know. But I do want to know because just looking at it, it seems like I don't know what those moving averages she has right there is, but who really cares? But it seems like it's just supportive resistance and understanding market structure. And that's just going to keep happening.
Basically, man, and just keeping it consistent. She's consistently on that time frame. However, she's still a little advanced because not all her entries are exactly the same. In terms of like it being a break and retest, that was just a great breakout. So she traded breakouts and break and retest from what I've seen.
The breakout and break and retest is like it's still simple supportive resistance.
Yeah, it can be.
Explain to me how it cannot be. A break and retest is not a supportive resistance.
This is a break and retest. She just got in after. It depends on when you get in and whatnot. Sometimes you can get in before that shit, like when the break actually happens, and then the retest is just gonna put you in drawdown for a little bit before it goes back down. However, sometimes you can have that break, get in, and then that shit just what I'm saying. It's not a retest. That motherfucker's reversing there.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying. You're just
talking taking a risk.
You're talking about the execution of the trade. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying she's advanced only because she's taking more risks. Like she's definitely like she has a great understanding from what it looks like, because it's all about how you are emotionally and shit like that. That bitch is calm as a motherfucker right now.
Yeah, she's up. Like she needs to make $2,500 a day to keep her bags safe. You feel me?
But she's not stressing out about it, and what I'm saying, she's still like the way she's taking risks is.
But here's the thing with a mechanical system, and you can believe in the mathematics, like the David Paul was talking about. Especially once you're up. Once you're up, what is it what is there to worry about? You know what I'm saying? The shit is there. You know it works. Like I've heard of people like fucking up accounts, like they run up 10,000 real quick and they fuck it up. But I never heard of nobody getting on and now they're in the streets. Now they're a trader who just fucked up. He forgot how to trade. He don't know how to do this shit no more. I haven't seen that yet. Have you seen that?
Sure. We probably find some.
And drug addiction doesn't count. Things like that, mental illness don't count. I'm just talking about like I'm just talking about your pockets started hurting. You made a mad bad trades, and now you just off. Now you just now you just hurting for.
Now you under a bridge on that.
Yeah, you feel me? You can't bounce back.
Not divorce, not divorce related. Not like if you're not talking about, because all of that shit contributes to it, honestly.
Hold up, a divorce nigga is paying his future earnings from trading to a bitch?
Oh wow, nah, that's crazy. Hell no, I ain't. No. What I'm saying is, I'm saying like divorce and all that stuff can mentally and emotionally, like fuck with some people and whatnot. Even good day traders. It just depends, like, because there's still people at the end of the day. But however, honestly, bruh, you're right. To a certain extent. Nah, I haven't heard of nobody that's been up, and now they just down. I know somebody that like earlier on when I was learning shit like that, he was up. He probably is still up, but he just got some weird shit going on and shit like that. But I don't think that's related to trading. I think that's just him. And he's not necessarily down, but it's not like, you know what I'm saying?
He ain't popping how he could be popping.
He not really even showing anything no more because I guess he got religious and shit, like he got super duper religious. So something happened and whatnot, and
He
you know,
got some form of mental illness. He was getting crazy bread. He went to the
yeah, he
Illuminati
kind of
party.
comes off like that too.
Yo, he
Yeah.
went to the Illuminati party. Yo, we're never gonna have that problem, dog. I don't want to be like that's never gonna be my issue, dog. If I go to the Illuminati
Hey
party,
yo.
we coming through through the top like Tom Cruise and shit. I'm trying to save the kids. You feel me? I'm on some shit.
Nah, for real. Buddy probably went to the Illuminati party and shit like that, and fucking seen Diddy, and then just his whole life changed.
Yo, I feel like the Illuminati party
Boy.
be mashing up a lot of people, man. You don't they don't want to tell you, dog. But I know people who've been through shit like that. They won't, man. Let me not get, man.
They never the same and shit like that.
Nah, niggas think they can just go play with the devil, go kick it with him for a little while. No, that's not how it goes. No. So
Yeah, I knew that. Once I really started seeing that shit, like on the music tip type shit, earlier on, I got closer, and I was just like, oh hell no. I seen I seen a glimpse of it, and I was just like, nope.
yeah, 'cause it depends what type of nigga you are, man. Like, come on, dog. I know
Like, I
you
feel
for
like
how
my
you were
music,
doing
all
this
type of
shit.
shit.
You were in the scene, like you know that I was out here in the scene, like even
Yeah,
outside,
we seen this shit.
even outside of my music, even with my art and painting and shit like that. I was in the scene of the art scene and shit like that. Yo, that shit's it's all bullshit, bro. It's all weird. It's all weird.
Yeah.
I'm watching what she's doing right now, and like, I don't know. I want to see if she has a video. She tells what those indicators that she has on her. Excuse me. Does she have actual videos? No, she's got straight
I did,
shorts.
cause man, yeah.
Yeah, she got one
Well,
video.
you gotta understand. This bitch is know. She know. You know. I'm sorry to call it bitch.
Yo, she got one video. She got one video. Man, what do you call this bitch a bitch? Man, she knows she ain't
Pre-webinar. Oh well, shit. She probably talking about that. Some of that shit there. Then.
Yeah, she got one video.
But she's very calculated. This is a very you would not want her to be your angry baby mama type shit. Well, then again, yeah, you would, cause she'd be the one paying child support, possibly. But
No,
anyway,
she find a way. If she can't put you on child support, the bitch gonna find a way to put you in jail.
facts. Nah, that is a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, remove the trade and shit like that. This is the worst woman to have as baby mama. This bitch is ruthless and calculated, very calculated, like a man. So, yeah.
Identify areas where we want to be active in the market. Watch price action at or at. Wait,
Ooh,
watch
look
price
how
action.
some of my shit pop up. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna let you read. I'm gonna.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna get to it. I see it. Watch price action at or as we're approaching these levels. These levels need to be valid according to technicals. Key levels / historical reactions, key patterns or trend lines, area of supply, area of demand, balances and imbalances, levels from order flow. What does that mean? From order flow.
Basically, she looking at the books like order flow is like you know how the little DOM. I don't know if you know what the DOM is. The DOM is where it shows like the buys and sales and you know the volume there. So she's just basically this is another way to say volume. Order flow volume. So it's showing how many people want to get in on a buy at a certain level, how many people want to sell. Now that can be pretty damn helpful. But
Yeah, I just want to go to her confirm because to be real, I'm
yeah.
interested in what she's doing, but I don't want to watch this and have it creep into me wanting to try all type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Confirm when and why you want to actively participate in the market and enter a trade. This should validate your bias. Analyze price and volume to confirm when, why you want to get into the trade. Strong buyers, heavy sellers, absorption, liquidity grab versus break of structure. breakout?
I would. I really like this only because it like for looking at it from my point of view with somebody who could like construct something like this, which I probably will, not even to really put it on YouTube, but just to make it because whenever you can teach it and whatnot, and you learned it, you do it and you can teach it and you can lay it out.
Teaching makes you better at it. You know what I'm saying?
It makes you even better.
Yeah.
It makes you fucking expert level and shit like that. You can make M's and shit like that. Basically, in this game, you can do that. So I'm definitely gonna do that for sure, just to put it together. I'll probably share it in our,
No, all you gotta do is let me know. We can start the social engineering right now. Nigga, we can be selling courses right now, not profitable.
I want to do the psychology part of it for sure. Like I want to do that part because I think that's more enjoyable for me. And it's like shit. You ain't gotta teach no strategy. You literally you can show motherfucker that, but that gotta be a different, whole different fee right there. Like, but the whole psychology fee, that shit is there's so much bread in that.
Because psychology is like never ending. You know what I'm saying? So,
never ending, bro.
So identify plus confirm equals trade. Manage risks effectively by using proper stops, targets, and position size, and determine stop, entry, max, and risk equal position size. Your stop should be somewhere technical where your bias / analysis is proven incorrect. Okay? Key levels / historical reactions, key patterns or trend lines, areas of supply, areas of demand, end of imbalance, levels from order flow. So this is basically it. Then she breaks down how she determines what she just laid out here.
Yeah, basically.
And she keeps coming back to this, so it's the same thing that's a nice little layout she has for just like the keeping it simple to keep going back to the same thing to lay out what you're doing and how to explain it.
I like, yeah. You don't want to hear what she's saying though. She probably got them even explaining it better. Yeah. I would say like
this shit's gonna make me want to get on. This shit's gonna make me want to get on a 15-minute with heat maps and all types of shit like this.
Nah.
This bitch got the this bitch got the heat map up, dog. Have you seen this before? This shit's insane.
Yeah, bro. I am never in my life using this shit, bro.
They say it's supposed to be crazy. They say it's supposed to be, you can't be an old man and be scared of new shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it, bro. But like, I also get that they make a lot of the software and different indicators and shit to sell it to you. So that's why I'm good. Like I know the whole game with the whole indicator joint.
So is she getting kickbacks from this? Because I've never seen this before. The only reason I know what it is because I saw one other person talking about it and it looked so insane. I watched their little video and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
He's like, I know
somebody getting a kickback from it.
He's like, I know it looks crazy, but you have to think back to the first time you looked at a chart and how that shit just looked like nothing. You know, I'm like, oh, you are kind of right about that. You know, so
I get it, but like she ain't pull that shit up in none of those shorts and whatnot. So I'm looking at what's actually making her bread and where we looking our eyes at to make the bread. And she ain't look at that. She ain't even look at that. Like I said, I think she's talking about all this to sell it.
So if we're gonna let her talk a little bit, we want to start from right when she gets.
Yeah, I want to hear about what she talks about with the identify trade.
All right, let's get into it.
Use foundational. Okay, step by step. Okay, so the first part of this formula is going to be this identify part. Okay, so what am I doing in this part? These are areas where I'm looking to be active in the market. So this is the first thing I do every single morning, right? These are going to be areas of liquidity or areas where we have a lot of trading activity. Okay, so the market may be drawn to these areas, or we might see the market react at these areas or as we're approaching these areas. Okay, so this is the first thing that I'm doing. Okay, every single morning, like it says here, watch price action at or as we're approaching these levels. Okay, so this is going to include macro and micro time frame analysis, meaning both higher time frame and lower time frame. So I'm starting all the way on the 4-hour and I'm moving on down all the way to about the 15 or the 5-minute, looking for the levels that I'm about to give you guys. And for those in the Discord, you guys know this is what we do during pre-market. So we do this live every morning where we're looking for all these things. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, so number one, before I look at the levels, these identified levels, or these levels where we're looking to take trades at, they need to be valid according to technicals, okay? And these are the list of the levels, all right? And it's very important that these levels are valid according to technicals, because if they're not, then our trades, or where we take our trades, is going to be inaccurate, or it's going to be based off of inaccurate information, okay? And something's going to be wrong. All right, so the levels that I do use, that I do mark out, like I said, starting on that 4 hour, going all the way down. And again, let me just say this real quick. I'm going to walk through a trade today from yesterday, a trade that I took yesterday. I'm going to walk through a trade as we go through each part so that you can see how the strategy applies in the actual market, okay? So the levels that I use, key levels and historical reactions, that's number one, okay? To keep it simple, it's just support and resistance, okay? Very simple, but levels that the market has reacted to in the past, okay? That's the first level. Then we have patterns or trend lines, okay? A lot of people might say trend lines, chart patterns, you can't use them in 2024, and I understand a lot of false breakouts, all this kind of stuff, but that's why this second part of the formula that we're going to get to in a second is very important, okay? You're going to understand in a little bit, but you can use chart patterns, you can use trend lines, you can use regular support and resistance, as long as you do some type of price and volume analysis at those levels, which we're going to talk about in a second. All right, so we have,
As long as you do some price value analysis, that's what she said. I don't want to take it back, but I think she said price. You can use support and resistance if you use price value analysis at those levels. I think that's what she said.
those areas of supply, areas of demand, okay, balances, imbalances, levels from order flow. All of these are going to be levels that I'm looking for, like I said, mainly during pre-market. Sometimes levels will form during the actual trading session, but mainly this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm looking for during pre-market, okay, to find out where do I want to be active in the market? Where am I looking to actually take a trade? Okay. And these levels can be used as stop losses, entries, or targets. And we'll get to that in a second, but these are going to be those levels. So let's go over to TradingView now, and we're going to kind of do like a little how I do during pre-market. Okay. We're going to do this first part of the formula so that we can go step by step and that you guys can see it as we are, you know, as we're going through. All right.
If you want to say something, just let me know. I'll stop it.
So hold on, I have to share my screen again. New share screen. All right, here we go. All right, you guys should be able to see my screen, yes. All right, so like I said, when I'm doing this, I'm starting on the 4 hour. I'm going all the way down, looking for all those levels that we had listed out. Okay.
Damn, she's starting on the 4 hour. Okay. I wouldn't even thought that we're working on a 15 second. I didn't think the 4 hour would be the. I know there's always significance, but I didn't think it would be like that much importance to you on the 15 second. So.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I wanted to watch. I wanted to see what she's talking about for.
Yeah, so you already know. Just holler if you want me to stop it.
I feel like she's just literally going over things she can sell, like literally, like, and it's all beginner shit for what she's selling and who her audience is. She's targeting people who are brand new, who just see her make 2 bands in 3 minutes. So she basically like I had to blend my mouth, but yeah, it's basically what she's doing. And yeah, we know we're not gonna get the 15-second shit down here. That's the sauce. That's the sauce right there.
No, but she is. She says she starts at the 4 hour. She's about to go all the way down. She's gonna show.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm going to be using a trade from yesterday that I took yesterday. I like to use relevant examples, even in the boot camp that we're going to do later on, or that I'm going to give you guys a discount code for. It's going to be.
And I'm taking like a couple seconds so we can hear exactly what you're saying totally. It's 8:0. Let me take it to 30 seconds back.
Yeah, new share screen. All right, here we go. All right, you guys should be able to see my screen, yes. All right, so like I said, when I'm doing this, I'm starting on the 4 hour. I'm going all the way down, looking for all those levels that we had listed out. Okay, so I'm going to be using a trade from yesterday that I took yesterday. I like to use relevant examples, even in the boot camp that we're going to do later on, or that I'm going to give you guys a discount code for. it's going to be all relevant examples, sorry. Because, you know, the market's always changing. So it's important that we learn according to what the market is doing currently. All right. So, okay, one more thing also. I'm not going to be able to go super in depth right now because obviously this is just an hour-long thing, or hour or so, hour, less than an hour, okay, whatever. But we're going to go through this. And like I said, I am going to give you guys a discount code to the bootcamp where we're going to really go into depth about everything that I'm going to mention today, but just to give you guys a little heads up. All right. So first thing, I'm just going to mark out levels, like I mentioned, 4 hour all the way down to about the 15 and the 5. All right. First thing I do see here is supply zone up here. Okay, so when we're talking about supply, just briefly, supply and demand, we have this small green basing candle here and this big imbalance candle move down. All right, so we got this zone here that we have marked from open to high. So I'm just going to mark this very quickly, okay, as a 4 hour. All right, and guys, keep in mind, while we're doing this, because I know a lot of people come from a lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different teachers came from a lot of different things. There's no one size fits all to trading, okay? So if you see me doing something that you're not used to or that you feel like is odd, it's okay. Just know that what works for me works for me, what works for you might work for you, and it's okay, okay? Because I know a lot of people are like, well, that doesn't work, okay? Anyways, so we have that there. Next is going to be this level here that we have an imbalance above at. So remember, well, for those who do know, when we're talking about balances and imbalances, we have this big imbalance candle that formed, well, technically on Tuesday, not yesterday. This big imbalance that formed on Tuesday, we had that big move down for those that know, for those that do trade NASDAQ or ES, whatever. You know, we moved down very much on Tuesday. Okay, so we had an imbalance that formed. So typically when I'm marking out imbalances, I'll look for a level of support or resistance before the imbalance. So in this case, we have this level of resistance, and then above that level of resistance, we have the imbalance. So I would mark this level as an imbalance above. Okay, so with that, just means that this is a level where, or an area where once we get past this, what is this 394 level, we can move up and fill this imbalance, okay? Because there's not a lot of trading activity in this area because, you know, it's an imbalance in the market, as opposed to up here where we had market moving sideways and consolidating. All right, obviously the market was balanced, a lot of trading activity going on up there, okay? But yeah, someone said, isn't it a fair value gap? See what I'm saying, guys? Okay, so call it what you want. It's, you know, that was the point that I was trying to make earlier. You might come from a different trading background or learn from somebody different, so the terms may be different. I do know what a fair value gap is. I don't use them in this case. Technically is the same thing though. Okay. But this is, keep in mind, this is like a, okay, we're just gonna move on. All right, but okay, yes. If you wanna say it is, then yes. Okay, now, on to the 4 hour. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, I'm on the right chart. All right, on to the 4 hour. And actually, let me just say, I'm going to be marking in between here for now because the trade, I'm not going to mark out like the entire chart. I'm just going to mark out in between here for now. In between these two red lines, okay? Okay. All right. Okay, on to the 3 hour. Like I said, I'm starting on the 4 hour, going all the way down, looking for those levels on every single time frame. Okay. I don't really see anything on the 3 hour. There's not going to always be levels on every time frame. Keep it pretty simple. So if it's not there, I'm not going to force it. Okay. All right. Y'all are funny. All right. 2 hour, still got that same supply zone up there. We also have another supply zone here. You want to call it order block, literally whatever you want to call it, it's fine. Okay, it's literally okay. All right, so we got that zone there. We're gonna mark that from open to high of that basing candle. Okay, I'm gonna mark this out as a 2 hour because we're on the 2 hour. Yes, we're on the 2 hour. Yes, okay, we're on the 2 hour, and that's that. All right. So these supply zones, just for those who don't know, these are areas where we have an excess of sell orders. Okay. When we're talking about demand zones, we got an excess of buy orders in those areas. So in this case, we come back up into the zone, we might see price fall out of that zone. Or when we have demand zones, if we come down into the zone, you know, we might see price come down and then bounce out of the zone. All right. Why open to high? Because that's just how I mark them. That's just how I mark them. That's the zone that we want to look to see, you know, once price does come back into that zone, you know, look for reaction up at that level. Okay, where we have the most amount of trading activity. Okay, where there's a lot of liquidity. Okay, however you want to say it. All right, on to the 1 hour, on to the 1 hour, on to the 1 hour. Okay, nothing much for us. Quickly, here's an example of an invalidated zone though, just so that people can know. You see over here, we have this small red basing candle, big imbalance candle move up. We actually did react to this zone previously on Tuesday. So we came into the zone. Y'all can see it, right? Yes, bounced out of that zone. So yes, it was valid, but then you can see here, we broke the bottom of that zone. So no longer valid. Just wanted to say that because a lot of people will have zones that the market is not respecting anymore, just cluttering up the chart. All right, don't clutter up the chart. All right, keep it clean. All right, 195. Let's see if we have anything here. Nothing much for us. 90. Nothing much for us. Like I said, we're just going to mark in between these red lines. Not going to be much. We're just going to get what we need. Okay. 30. Let's see. Now, actually, on this 30-minute, this 2 hour zone, we could actually move it down a little bit to encompass this 30-minute as well. We have this small green basing candle here, sorry. And then this big imbalance candle move down. So we got a supply zone up here. All right. So I'm just going to drag this and then change this to 30-minute and 2 hour. All right. We're almost done with this. We're going to move on to the next section of the strategy. But anyways, 15, let's see. Nothing much for us. Nothing much. Well, we'll just forget about that. All right, and then 5-minute, I do want to mark out this previous level of support here on this 5 here. Okay, keep in mind this level here at what, 341. Okay, so we got touch there, touch there, touch there. For those who are new, when we are marking out support and resistance, you know, we're just looking for levels that we have multiple touches at. So in this case, we have 3 touches at this level. Nice level of support. We broke below it. And so most of the time support will become resistance. So I will just have this on my chart just to watch. Like I said, at this point, it's not necessarily I am going to take a trade at this area. It's more so these are areas, all of these areas that I just marked out. These are areas that I want to watch, where I want to potentially be active in the market. Okay. That second part that we're going to talk about in a second, we'll get a little bit deeper into it. But for now, just keep in mind, these levels are where I want to potentially be active in the market. All right. Before we go back over to the PowerPoint to move on to that second part. Oh, also, remember I mentioned I'm also looking at levels from order flow. Okay, so me personally, if you don't know about order flow, I use Bookmap. Essentially, when we're talking about order flow, we're just able to see the passive orders or the limit orders sitting in the market. Okay. And a lot of times these are levels that we can't see on a regular candlestick chart, right? It's not going to look like a regular level of support or a regular level of resistance. So we can look at Bookmap, or we can look at whatever form of order flow to be able to see those passive orders sitting in the market. All right. So with that being said, this specific day, there was a level on order flow. So actually, let me share that really quick, just so you guys can see it. Okay. And then we'll mark that on the chart, and then we'll go back to the PowerPoint. Okay, so this is Bookmap. For those who don't know, this is Bookmap. Like I said, I can't do super in-depth analysis and explanations and things like that right now. But like I said, just know that when we're looking at things like this order flow, we can see passive orders sitting in the market. So keep in mind, we was just charting out October 16th. Okay, what was that, 2 days ago? Yes, 1 day ago. 2 days ago or 1 day ago. Oh, that was yesterday. Okay, October 16th was yesterday. All right, so anyways, you can see the date here. All right, October 16th, 2024, on order flow here at 23.50. So this is the price, okay? We have the number 94. If we come over a little bit more, it was like 105. Okay, so as we were moving up, price was moving up, these sellers stepped in at 23.50. All right, the exact time they stepped in, you can see was 10:11. All right, so we had sellers step in at 23.50. All right, so I'm going to mark that on my chart. because this is going to be a key area or a key level that I need to be mindful of. All right. And this is just a random area on our candlestick chart, which is why it's important to be able to look at these levels on Bookmap. All right. So 2350, the way I mark that out is to just put sellers here. Okay. So I can know that those are sellers there from Bookmap. All right. So at this point, now that we've done our whole first part of the formula, that first identify part of the formula, where we're at right now, what bias or what analysis can I come up with? Okay, based off of the levels that I've just marked out. Okay, obviously we're up at this level where we have sellers at on Bookmap. We are up at this, what is this, 341 level, which is, again, that previous level of support. Okay, so now we're looking to see, is the market going to use this as resistance? Okay, so we're up at that level. We also have that supply zone above us. Okay, so we keep that in mind, that we have all these levels above us, all right, that we can see shorts come in at, or we can see the market react to up here and see sellers step in. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to obviously have a short bias as long as we stay under this 2341, 2350. All right, so that's the first part of the formula. And someone asked, am I doing this before or after market open? I'm doing this before. So every morning.
It's pretty simple. Seems like it could be done without the heat map and also without the what was the other thing? Yeah, the heat map. Whatever that shit you were showing, like that, it can be done without that. You're just marking the levels up. Then you have your bias. She's using that for extra confluence or whatever. But you have a flag right here. You have a pendant. And then you have what she added. You have the levels marked up. But we're gonna let her go.
We get on, for those in the Discord, we get on, we do this pre-market analysis. We're doing this before market open. All right, every morning, marking out new levels and things of that nature. Okay, we're gonna move back over to our PowerPoint now, but just keep in mind, so right now we're thinking about getting into shorts. All right, let's move on to that next part of the strategy. Okay. Second. All right, I think you guys can see my screen. Okay, yes. All right, so now that we have identified these areas on our chart where we want to potentially be active in the market, we need to do some sort of price and volume analysis at these levels, or as we're approaching these levels, to actually confirm, our bias, right? Like it says here, confirm when and why you want to actively participate in the market and enter a trade. Like I said before, we can have these levels on our chart, but we know the market's not perfect. We know the market's going to do what it wants to do. It's not going to respect all of our levels. So it's very important that as we're approaching these levels, or when we're at these key levels, we're still taking, another step to validate our actual bias and not just hopping into trades. All right. So like it says here, this should validate your bias. Okay. We're going to be analyzing price and volume to confirm when and why we actually want to get into that trade, okay? And this is how we're going to avoid those false breakouts. This is how we're going to avoid getting into trades based off of invalid levels or levels that the market is not respecting, because we're going to analyze price and volume as we are approaching those levels. Okay, and again, remember how previously I was talking about a lot of people say, oh, we're trend lines and chart patterns, they don't work, this, and that. Yeah, they're not going to work if you're simply blindly hopping in at the break of a trend line, or at, we break out of this chart pattern. You have to do volume analysis and price analysis to actually confirm, is this breakout valid? Is the market actually trying to move this way? What are we actually doing? All right, so things that we look.
What the hell is volume analysis and price analysis? See if it comes back. Anytime, just jump in and let me know what the hell volume analysis and price analysis is.
Volume analysis is what she's talking about with order flow, and volume is just looking at you can look at it from the candlesticks too. Like when you have a bigger bullish candlestick, it's more volume than us. You can say that there was more volume released into that versus like a small candlestick.
So to put this simply,
but you have different tools that you
without tools, is this understanding Japanese candlesticks?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need all that extra shit.
Yeah, sister tried to make it a little complicated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all.
Frankie says, "Yeah, that's the thing. No heat map needed because the candles are already there. That DOM order chart just shows the most current orders, and once you place the order, it shows where you got filled." Pause. All right.
Look for, like I said, can't go super deep into everything right now, but just generally things that I like to look for at these levels or as we're approaching these key levels are strong buyers, okay? And you don't need to understand order flow fully to be able to read these things. You can look at a simple candlestick chart. Obviously, those that know strong buyers, we're going to see big, strong green candles, all right, moving up. Okay. Heavy sellers, big red candles, big bodies, okay?
Well, she just explained it. It's just understanding Japanese candlesticks. All right, we try to simplify things over here so we can sell it to you again later.
Absorption. This just means when you're looking at a regular candlestick chart, if you're not looking at order flow, this can be seen by looking at a lot of wicks or seeing a lot of wicks at a certain level. Okay, so say like price is moving up to a certain level. Every time price tries to come up to that level, right, above us, okay, so resistance, we see price wick down, or we see sellers absorb all of those buyers that try to come in at that level, okay? That's absorption, all right? And then also being able to recognize liquidity grabs versus breakouts or breakup structures, okay? Because, a lot of times there are false breakouts, things like that. People get caught in them and then all this extra stuff. Or also, when you get into a trade and, the market likes to stop hunt. So you set your stop loss, where it needs to be, and then it stops you out and then goes your way. Being able to figure out that kind of stuff and set your stops in the right places, all this extra stuff. Okay.
Mute up. I can hear you eating potato chips and all types of shit, whatever you do.
This is that part of the formula. So let's move over to the chart and let's look at the volume. Let's look at price action back at those areas and see, is our analysis actually valid? Is our bias valid? Can we actually get into shorts up at this area? Okay. And as we're going through this trade, there's going to be a level that I'm going to mark out, and you'll be able to see, the opposite, where the level is not valid or the market is not respecting that level, and how we can see that by analyzing volume and analyzing price as you're in the trade or as, whatever. Okay. So when we're looking, I'm on the 15-second chart now, because for those that know, well, I trade on the 15-second chart. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So I trade on the 15-second chart, and I take my entries mostly on the 15-second chart, right? I'm looking on the lower time frames at this point. Once I do my higher time frame analysis and I know all my levels, I know my bias, I know where I think the market is going, I'm on the 15-second looking for entries, analyzing price, analyzing volume. All right. So remember, we have the sellers that were up here, okay? We also have 341, okay? And analyzing volume, number one, just as we're moving up in general, you can clearly see that volume is a little low. The bodies are small, yeah, we're moving up, but as we're moving up to these key areas, volume is not that strong. Buy volume is not that strong, even though we actually are moving up. So that's one indication that, okay, as we're approaching these levels, I'm going to be watching these levels to see, we might actually see shorts come in up at this level, because as we're approaching this level, volume, buy volume, as we're moving up, is really not that strong. All right. Another thing I like to look for right up at these levels, so like specifically with levels on Bookmap, is an aggressive move up into the level. Okay, so we clearly see volume is like very low as we're moving up. Okay, but right up when we get close to those levels, we see buyers start to step in very aggressively. Okay, you can see that down here. You can see it in the bodies. Buyers start to step in very aggressively up at, these levels where we have sellers sitting at. All right, I like to see this more than I like to see, once we're up here, volume is very low. Okay, I like to see aggressive move up into that level, an aggressive unexpected move up, and then we'll see price react immediately if the level is valid. Okay, most of the time. All right, so we can see here, as soon as we came up to 350, right, 2350, we see those sellers step in here. Okay, pretty strong, letting me know, okay, this level is probably valid. I can probably start to look for an entry in this trade. Also, just coming on to this 1 minute, let me like go up a little bit more so that y'all can see. Let me see. All right. So even looking at this 1 minute, okay, coming back up to this 340 level or 341 level, when we're looking down here at volume, because like I said, we're analyzing price, we're analyzing volume, okay, to confirm our analysis. Even as we move back up towards these levels, volume by volume is very low, okay? So we have to think, yes, we're moving up, but we're approaching these key levels, okay? And so as we're approaching these key levels where sellers are sitting at, these buyers are getting weak. So I can probably start to look for a short entry. Also, like I mentioned, absorption, you know, just looking at all these wicks, every time price tries to come up, wick there, big wick there, every time price tries to come up to these levels, we see these sellers step in and absorb that, absorb those buyers. All right. So to me, like I said before, this is just letting me know that my analysis for shorts is probably going to be valid at these areas, and I can start to look for a trade. Like I said before, as long as we're still sitting under 341 and 350, okay, because these are going to be those key levels according to the technicals, like we were talking about before. These are going to be those key levels that we're looking for, you know, that sellers are sitting at, and that, you know, we would like to see a reaction at. All right, so I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint for that last section. Okay, sorry, I just read something. All right, but we're going to go back to the PowerPoint for that last section. Okay, and then we're going to finish off this trade so that we can see the rest. Okay, 1 second. I'm going back to it.
I'm gonna say I know how to trade like her already, and in the course that you paid for, she's just gonna tell you 2 indicators that you don't need. Let's go.
Okay. All right. So now that we've done all that, we have our area of interest. We know where we want to be active. We've analyzed price. We've analyzed volume at those areas. We have our bias. We've confirmed our bias. At this point, we can now enter the trade. All right. So like I said before, this is where I'll go into my lower time frames, such as the 1 minute or the 15 second. Okay. And I'll, you know, start to look for an entry. All right. So in this trade part of the formula, this is where we want to manage risk effectively by using proper stop losses, proper targets, and using the right position size. Okay. A lot of people just don't know. No one taught them. I had the same issue when I started, but they're just oversizing. Okay. Whether it be prop, live account, whatever, oversizing, risking too much, not knowing what's going on. But we're going to talk about that in a second. All right. So that's that part of the formula, this trade part. Basically just that trade management. Okay. Overall trade management, stop loss entry, targets, all that kind of stuff, because we can know how to analyze the charts perfectly and beautifully. But if we don't know how to manage our trades effectively, if we don't know, you know, where to get good entries at, where to place our stop losses at, because our stop losses, like it says here, needs to be at valid areas according to the technicals, right? Where our analysis is actually invalidated. All right. So if we don't know where to put our stops at, where to get a right entry, where we can place our target at, or, you know, look for different targets, right? It's not going to help us just knowing all this extra stuff. We still have to know how to manage trades properly. All right. So again, like I said here in the identify part, this part of the formula or these levels can be used as stop loss entries and targets. Okay. So like I mentioned previously, we can use key levels or support and resistance as stop losses, entries, or targets. Okay. Same with patterns, trend lines, supply, demand. The end of an imbalance can be used as a target. Okay. And then also levels from order flow, again, can also be used as targets, not only entries or stop losses. All right. And then when we're talking about calculating position size, I don't know if I mentioned this, but number one, the way that I do it is first determine my stop loss. And we're going to go through this in a second. I determine my stop loss, determine my where I want to get an entry into the position, because I already know which way I think the market's going. Okay. And then figure out a max risk that you want to have, like a monetary amount, a dollar amount that you're willing to risk. And then that'll give you your position size. Okay. Like I said, we can't go super deep into it right now, but also depending if you're trading like NASDAQ, ES, Gold, whatever you're trading, the calculation is going to be a little bit different. But That's generally how I do it. All right, so let's move over to the chart to get through the rest of this trade here. And I have to share my screen. Okay. All right. So like I said, we know that we're looking for shorts. All right. If we do get into shorts, number one, where can we potentially look to get out of this trade? All right, where can I have my targets at, right? And I'll talk about this more in the boot camp. Like I said, it's just a lot of information, but I don't like to necessarily have a set take profit. A lot of you guys who watch my videos, y'all see like I'll trail my stops. That's just because I'm a scalper. I trade like right around open, so market's super volatile and the market can reverse on you really quickly. Okay, so I'll have an idea of where I want the market to go, or where the market is probably going to go, but I will still have my trailing stop to protect the position just in case the market does move against me suddenly. Because like I said, I do trade NASDAQ. For those that do trade NASDAQ, especially at open, most of the time it's extremely volatile. All right. So all those levels that we mentioned before can be used as targets. In this case, these are the levels that I mentioned as targets. Like I said, this is a trade that I took in real life. Okay, so all this stuff I'm mentioning to you is not just hindsight. This is real life stuff that happens, stuff that I do, stuff that we do. Okay. All right, so the first level that I would use or look to target, okay, or I guess I'd watch price at, not necessarily get out immediately, but I just would watch price at, would be around this 306, 305 level. Okay, why? Same thing with this previous level of support here on this 5-minute resistance now. Okay, so we had previous resistance here. Okay, we broke above it, retest, whatever. Okay, respecting it now. So that 305 level, I would just leave that on the chart just to watch. I'm not saying I'm going to get out as soon as we hit this level. I'm just saying as we get closer to this area, this is a level that I need to watch. Okay, to see, should I get out of my trade here? Okay, it doesn't always mean get out though. Okay, that analyzing price and volume, that confirming part also goes for when you're actually in trades. Because say I just get out the trade here, okay, just blindly without analyzing price, without analyzing volume, I get myself out and then the market continues to fall. How are you gonna feel? Okay, so that's why I always, I always have possible targets. All right, so that's the first area I would watch. Second area I would watch would be right around here, this 282 level. Okay, why? Same reason before. And remember, guys, a lot of people don't scalp, but remember, I scalp. Okay, so these are lower time frame levels, just small levels on these lower time frames that the market will possibly react to. Okay, so I'm just going to keep them on my chart to watch if I'm in a trade. All right, so again, this level here, we got touch here, touch here. Okay, so obviously the market had some trouble getting below this area previously. It formed support here, so I'm going to leave it on the chart. I'm going to watch this level if I am in shorts, because we might see some reaction at this level if we do get down here. All right, and then the next level that I would mark out would be this here. Okay, this level is not as clear, but it is valid. Okay, let's see. We have touch here. Okay, touch here. We can see we came up to this level. Still couldn't close above it. We pulled down a little bit still, but once we did get that close above that level, okay, with nice volume, we started moving up. All right, so it was previous resistance. Same thing with the other little levels. Okay, the market might want to use it now as support. Okay, and like I said, these are not necessarily levels that I would be like, oh, I'm going to get into a trade. Again, we just want to watch price at these areas. Okay, so with that being said, we have our targets. Now let's figure out stop loss, entry, and position size. Okay, I'm gonna go down to the 15-second now, because that is what I do. I trade on the 15-second. All right, but anyways, if we are short, okay, this is the questions that you need to ask yourself. If we are short, where is my analysis invalidated? In this case, we know we have this 341 level. We know we have this 350 level where sellers are at. And we did see this immediate reaction right up at 350. So that lets me know, okay, if we get back above 350, or if price starts to push above 350 and does not respect that level anymore,
Quarter points.
then there's a possibility that my short analysis is invalidated and I should probably get out of the trade. All right, so that's probably where we would put our stop, right? Ignore the entry for now, but we would have our stop not exactly at 350, okay, because that's how we're going to get stopped out sometimes. Okay, so we want to make sure when we are placing our stop losses, we're placing them, a little above the actual level. Okay, however you want to put it. All right, not exactly at that level, because a lot of times, you know, you'll get into a trade, you get stopped out, and then it goes directly your way. Okay, this is why you have to be strategic with your stop losses. Okay, and understand that the market is going to try to target your stop and move the stop loss a little above the actual level. All right, so our stop will be a little above 350. Okay, now where would I get an entry? The market is already at where I would probably get an entry. So when we do this, I'll probably just do it like that. All right, but we can see here, like if I go back a little bit, like if you didn't see it in real life, if you didn't see it yet, we clearly have this 341 level. Okay, the market's staying below that level. All right, we're respecting that level. Okay, so I could get an entry if price comes back up there. Okay, stop loss above 350. Or if price doesn't come back up there, we know it does, so that's where I'm going to get the entry. But we could get in, like, if we, like I said, okay, this is the 15-second again. So we already have a overall direction for the market. So we could just use these little levels on the 15-second for entries. Okay, so if we ended up breaking closing below here, we can also get an entry. All right, but we know the market's going to push up because we already saw it. So we're going to get our entry up here, up at 341. We're going to have about a 47 tick stop, I guess, right around 50 ticks. Okay, and then we're going to watch these levels. So this is going to be possible take profit. Okay, now usually with these first take profit levels, I don't want to actually get out. I really want to see the market blow past these levels. Okay, so we got that possible take profit there. If I'm in multiple contracts, I'm definitely going to get out at that next key level. Okay, at that next area. So this is going to be take profit 1, right? I'm just putting this on the chart for you guys to actually be able to visualize it. Hold on, I'll answer that in just a second. And then this 258 level is where I would have full TP. Okay, because at this point, this is a very big move down, and this is, you know, good enough. All right. Let's see. I'll just put full TP here. Okay. So I'm gonna walk through this trade. Hopefully I can do it good because replay kind of sucks sometimes. All right. Like when you're doing it, it's kind of laggy. All right. Okay. So overall take profit is going to be like all the way down here, obviously. But we're going to watch this level for the full TP. And we're also going to watch this level as we are moving down. Now, very quickly. Would you consider it too early to enter right after the first or second retest of the level? No, honestly, sometimes I don't wait for a retest because I'm trading on such a low time frame, and like I can get my stops really close, or I can get my entries really close to the stop or have a really tight stop. I usually will not wait for the retest, but only with certain things that like I've seen over and over and over and over, or if I have like a lot of confidence in the trade. Okay, so no, I wouldn't necessarily wait for the second or third, or what'd you say, first or second retest, whatever. No, not all the time. Okay, but anyways, we have to figure out our position size. All right, quickly, let's just say we're gonna risk $1,000 in this trade. Okay, let's just say we're gonna risk 1,000. Okay, I already have it over here, but just for the sake of like going through it, we know that our stop loss is 48 ticks. Okay, you can see the ticks right there where it says 48 for those who don't know. In the red, in the middle, for those who don't know. Okay, 48. All right, so as far as like where my stop is going to be at, this is just to help calculate position size for those who always getting into positions and losing too much money. If I'm going to only risk $1,000, right, that's my max risk. Like I said, we're going to determine our stop. We're going to determine our entry. We're going to determine a max monetary risk, and then we're going to figure out how many contracts can I be in. All right, this is mini, by the way. I trade NASDAQ E-mini. I don't trade micros, but if you were trading micros, you can follow the same steps. Okay, the numbers are just going to be a little bit different. All right, so in this case, 48 is our ticks. Okay, so 48 is our stop loss. We have a 48 tick stop loss. Okay, if you calculate in points, okay, 12-point stop. I calculate in ticks though. Whatever, same thing. So 12-point stop, 48 tick stop, same thing. Okay. How much can I risk in this position? So let's say if I'm in one contract, okay, I'm only risking $240. I said I'm willing to risk 1,000. Okay, so I can up my contract size. Okay, 2, 480, I can up it again. 3, 720, I can up it again. 4, 960, let's see about 5, 1,200. If I said I'm gonna risk only $1,000, I can't be in 5 contracts, clearly. Okay, because I'm gonna be risking too much. All right, so I'm gonna have to be in 4 contracts. Okay. That's how you do that. For those that don't know, because a lot of people just be getting into 1,000,000 contracts randomly and no reason and just risking too much. Okay. Now, let me move this. Okay, so that's how we do that. Now, someone said, where can I watch this recording? I'm gonna send it out to everybody. I'm gonna send it out to y'all. Okay, but as far as actually getting the entry, so we're gonna do this in replay, see how it works out for us. But we're gonna get in at 340. Okay, we're gonna watch once we get down to 305. All right, second TP, or really the first TP, is gonna be 282. So I'm gonna get out of 2 because, like I said, we can be in 4. Where is it? We can be in 4. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of 2 at 282. All right, and then full TP, I'm gonna have it down at 258. Okay. Ninja Trader is the answer to that question. Ninja Trader, Ninja Trader, Ninja Trader. All right. So let's do this here. I'm going to see if I can get it right. I might not be able to get it exactly because, okay. All right, guys. So let's say we got into the shorts up here, right? Right around 341. All right. Our stop is up at right around, well, okay, it's a little bit off, but right around 350. Okay. 2350. All right. And then we're going to watch as we come down to 305. All right. I might need to speed this up. I don't know how slow this is going to go. Again, I'm on the 15-second chart. All right. Let's see. Maybe I should speed this up a little bit. It's going in slow motion. Yes, a little bit. All right. All right. Keep in mind, we're moving down. Okay. Imagine we're in this trade. We're in 4 contracts. Now we got to watch this 305 level. Just how we watch price up here. Okay. We got to watch this 305 level. All right. Hopefully, when we get to this 305 level, we would like to see sellers be very strong and just break this level so that we don't have to worry about it. All right. Also, a way that I do trail is like once we get past 305, I'll move my stop down right above 305. All right. So we'll do that and then we'll watch 282, or we'll get out of 2 at 282. All right. Now look here. We break 305 very strongly. Okay. Look at this selling pressure. Look at this volume. Okay. This level, like I said, I'm gonna give you guys an example of a level that the market is not respecting. Okay. This 305 level, market not respect this level. Okay. So I don't need to get out at this level. Okay. I don't have to get out. Why would I get out? All right. I'm simply just going to move my stop like right above 305. Okay. Because hopefully we respect it now. Okay. Now that we're under it, hopefully we respect it. So I'm going to move my stop under that or right above that to protect my profits, but I don't need to get out right now. Okay. I can just trail. All right. Now, once we get down to 282, I'm going to secure 2. All right. This is just how I would do it. Now, if you don't have to, everyone's risk management is a little bit different, and that's fine. Okay. But you know, let's just let it go down to 282. I'll answer that question in just a second. All right, we're right down at 282. So just for the sake of doing this, I would get out of 2 here. Okay. What am I in short? So I'll buy back 2. All right. So we're up on this position. We're still in 2 contracts. We're coming down to full TP at 258. Actually, let me drag that down there so we can get us out. All right. Coming down to full TP down there. Once we get below 282 strongly, like if we can close below that, I'll drag my stop down a little bit more, right below, or right above 282. And as you can see, this 282 level is actually a level that, you know, the market is actually kind of reacting at. Okay. So this is how we can see, is this level actually valid? Now I know this 282 level. Okay. I need to watch this level. I need to be mindful of this level. All right. Let's let it keep going. I'm at a 2. Okay, you see we did have a little bit of reaction at that level, but eventually these sellers step back in. All right, now in real life, I actually got stopped out right here. All right, once we push past 282, I got stopped out on this wick up. Okay, but for the sake of this trade, you know, if you didn't get stopped out, you can keep coming down to 258. All right, because we, you know, price is still going down. All right. Anyways, price comes down to 258. TP hits, right? 4 contracts, you make $5,330. If you were in 2 contracts, only risking what, $500 because we were only risking 1,000. What, you make about 2,600 or so. Okay, so that's how that would work. That's how we would do that. And then you can see right up or right down at this 258 level. Grab liquidity a little bit below that level, and then well, market started moving back up. All right, so that was a very nice full TP on that position. Like I said, in real life yesterday, I got stopped out right around here on this wick up, but overall trade, for those who didn't get out and caught the whole thing, they caught the nice full, what, like almost 300 something ticks, almost what, 325.
I feel like she's playing everything. I feel like she's just being conservative right now. I feel like that bitch getting to the bottom.
mad conservative.
Yeah, I feel like it breaking structure. She getting back in. She riding that shit. That shit ain't respecting the levels. We back
Bro,
in.
what?
Yo, I'm kind of liking this on the Ninja Trader where you can really run up some money. I call this the trenches. You feel me? This is the trenches.
Yeah.
Yo. But Frankie been chilling in the chat. He said, "Damn, shorty kind of trade like me." You feel me? Maybe you need to get at her. But yeah, this is a pretty good video. We've watched 45 minutes of it. We've been here 3 hours 9 minutes. I feel like this is a pretty good study session. You feel me? I'm not gonna leave this up. So in the future,
Yeah, I played
we'll talk more about the ones that we want to leave up because I'm not gonna show your process on here. Just get back. Frankie says, "Just get back in." Wait. Just get back in. It's breaking lows. Mans who's play risky just add more as the trade drops down. Yeah, but if you're in where you're in, because you're on a 15-second, dog, this shit's happening a lot. You feel me? You can just wait for really, really nice thing. At least that's how I see it in my mind,
You can wait for another break and retest, bro. It's like almost like a fucking machine and one. Like it is a machine. Like yeah, you just wait for a fucking another break and retest.
Yeah, because it's going to happen. It's market structure. It's like a certainty. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I know it's pretty dope. I'm glad I watched this. It's pretty dope.
So yeah, that's why that's why I even go on the 1 minute compared to like just taking an entry on the 30 and 1 hours, because like shit, you can you can miss that flip of a candlestick on the 30-minute or 1 hour, but you can go in on the 1 minute and get a break and retest. So that's what I meant to just to wrap everything up from what I was saying earlier and whatnot on why I use the 1 minute. But 30 to 15, 30 second, that shit's like the same shit where it's like, you can miss like an entry on what would be on the 5 minute or 15 or 30 or 1 hour, and you know the trend and whatnot, right? But then you pretty much can go on the lower time frame, like the 15-second, and then get another entry, basically. I mean, not another entry. You can get an entry based on the break and retest.
Yeah.
Even though you may have missed like the big ass break and retest, like at the top of where she has that price level at 350 or whatever, 20,350.
Yeah.
Yeah, 350. You can miss that, and you can go on the 15-second, and you can catch a retest that happened. I think that happened around like 25, like 325. Yeah. So like basically, you can just buy it. You can sell at 325, and then boom, you're up. You're up. That's simple.
325, so like right there.
It's like where her cursor is. Yeah, it's like where her cursor is.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, it's a retest right there. Yeah.
But I think like this shit's happening so often, you don't have to. You can only play the extreme ends. You know what I'm saying? If it's not. If it's not accumulating, or maybe not extreme ends, but the zones. Because
you want the market to move. You want that shit to be moving, you know what I'm saying, in a direction. You want it to be trending. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it to move sideways. So if it's trending down, then all you gotta do is get in on a break and retest when it comes back up to retest. You get in there and then you sell.
Yeah, you see you see it's respecting and it's gonna keep moving.
Yeah, and it's gonna move even lower, so you can boom, 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 boom. You can keep pressing that motherfucker. Like this is one dude, man. So darn easy FX and whatnot. Like he doesn't explain anything in terms of strategy, but if you just see the man trade and whatnot, like he'll literally see his setup and shit like that, see a breaker retest and shit like that, and then just spam the fucking button until he can't press that shit no more, and then he'll be up like 30 racks. And he's really up. Like he has a you know what I'm saying, he showed in a few of his videos, he showed like a fucking home theater and shit like that, and fucking he's like an older nigga and whatnot. Like so darn easy. That man, you got, oh my goodness, this nigga just pressed the fucking. He makes it sound super duper simple. Avoid a lot of his selling shit stuff on that. Let's go to his channel and go to his older videos.
Yeah,
He been
I was
doing this
saying,
shit for a minute.
What's going on, YouTube family?
I just wanted to have him saved to to review it later.
Oh yeah. But yeah, if you're gonna do that though, go to his live trades though. Just look at his live trades. That shit is crazy.
863 pips in 12 hours. So he just sits there and be mashing the fucking market.
Bro, you got scroll down a little bit. Let me see if he got anything live or not. Like his live trades is just like
You want me to go to the live tab or go to like the old live?
No, it's gonna be in the video.
Because he has lives from like 6
Popular,
years ago.
yeah, popular. Maybe
Low risk scalping, wisdom, free
live
training.
trades. Go to the one on the right, on the far right, top right. Top right where it says low risk scalping, or yeah, even though that's shit, I don't think that's gonna be well.
Let's see.
If he shows any, yeah, he might be just talking. If he shows any MT4 or whatnot, that's the one you want to see. But he basically, dog, he just sees the setup and he just boom, 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 almost on some jackpot shit, but like all that. And like he terms like risk and shit, man. And he'll be swinging, so he might be what you fuck with. Yeah, there we go. That's one of them.
Yeah, it's only 8 minutes, so let's see.
Yeah.
Low risk scalping strategy really is. All right, check this out. All right, so as you guys see, this is the peso daily. We'll be trading at $15 per pip, doing everything off a live account. I'm gonna scalp the mess out of this peso market. Although the candle was going up, I'm scalping it down. You know what I mean? I'm scalping it down. I'm gonna show you guys just how accurate this low risk scalping strategy really is. All right, let's go ahead and show you guys. All right, we're gonna tear this market up too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's do Control T. Let's check this out. All right, so you guys can see we're negative $1,000 in the negative. This is what it looks like right now. Okay, this is what it looks like. So negative, probably, yeah, 1,800, 1,700. Okay. I feel good about my analysis always. Just be patient. One thing for certain is when you're scalping a market, you know, you're opening up trade. Well, really, when you open up any trade, you know, your trades are in the negative from the beginning. You know, so that's why, you know, it's best that you have, you know, you have a good idea as to what's going on in the market, because things are sort of stacked against you when you're trading. You're starting off in the negative. So it's just when you know what to look for, when you know what's going on, you start to realize what to do. See how it's just falling right down? See that? Just coming on right down. Okay? And, you know, let the market take its time. We're 2 minutes in. 2 minutes in. Not a big deal. You're only 3.5 minutes in, rather. Negative $600+. Gotta know what to look for. You have to. Have to know what to look for. And this is what the low risk scalping strategy will show you. You know, that you focus on those areas that are best to get in at.
Real quick. I just had to this ain't the right video, cause like in this one he literally is just trying to sell his course and whatnot, cause he's focusing on the money.
Yeah, man, I was waiting. I thought he was gonna turn and show something at some point. You know what I'm saying? So.
Nah, he's not showing any charts on this one. He shows charts in another one though. It's one of the videos and whatnot, but
this nigga learned how to trade on Rikers Island, dog.
Bro, I swear to God. Hey yo. Nah, for real.
15K in 4 days. I see a chart, so let's see what's up with this.
That nigga did.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Yusef Scott coming to you again with one of my trade setups that I had taken advantage of before my break that I actually forgot about. This was actually one that took place on the NZDJPY, as you see right here. This, of course, is the daily chart. And as you see here, like I normally do, I want you guys to take a look at this and tell me what it is that you see. Of course, what's obvious is that I have arrows here and here. These arrows represent where I got in and where I exited. So this is where I got in, this is where I exited the trade. Now let me just break this down for you guys, just in case you cannot see what's before you. As you see, we had consolidation here. The market was pretty much ranging, but it was ranging on a smaller scale than what you would usually see. So
what time frame is this? And that's a beautiful pennant. You feel me? All you gotta do is look for these same shit. Stop. Let me let this nigga talk. My bad.
I waited until. Matter of fact, let me pull up the. Okay, so this is the screenshot of my closed trades for a little under $15,000. This trade was it lasted for a couple days. Basically, as you see, I was trading between $10 a pip, or $10 and $15 a pip, and like I said, the profit was just about 15 grand. I did incur a large bit of swap in this move, but nonetheless, walking away with $15,000 is not a bad opportunity. And let me just show you how this is taking place. As you see, and if you remember from previous videos, you will see that.
I guess this is a different strategy because he said he was in this for a couple days. Another one he was talking about scalping. So which one are you talking about, Dominic?
It's a scalping one, but it's not that one. You went ahead and clicked it though. But I mean, from what he's showing right there, he took a sell and whatnot. But no, that's not it. But well, I mean, you can check his stuff out and whatnot and kind of dig through it, but it's gonna be older shit. It's not gonna be a newer shit. Newer shit is for him to, like, you know, he's selling shit and whatnot. But he definitely makes some bread though. I'm not gonna cap. Like he's not.
When it's live in the popular from 6 years ago, it has low risk scalping, wisdom, free training, and more. It's like 3.5 hours. So I guess this.
But it's not showing when he like enters and shit like that. I brought him up just basically because like he'll see that setup and he'll just like go in.
Move along with exactly.
I'm just trying to see if he said he's live trading right now, so I'm trying to see if he's gonna take an entry.
Okay.
What's going on? Just 3 hours on, and we're gonna be looking for this shit.
Yeah, we just gotta see that line and whatnot. If you see anything, yeah.
Is he just like talking? So he's gonna be teaching for a while. I don't know what he's actually gonna get. Trend line. What's this little golden line? It's like a level he has marked for something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to review his shit, figure out what's going on. I'll have to review the shit, figure out what's going on. So, hold on. Split capture. Turn the split capture off. Yep, so this has been a training session. We don't need to do a sign off because I'm not gonna leave this up. I left too much sauce out there. Anybody who's lucky enough to be here right now can get a quick look. You see that? You see that? Nope, it's gone. You feel me? That's good. That's it. You feel me? So I'm gonna take
Too much sauce. Deleting that shit.
Yeah, that's too much sauce. Omni fucked up giving that shit to me. I'm about to sell the Omni system right now.
This is a training. This is a study session.
You feel me? Omnipresent, Omni profits. Ooh-wee. Yo,
Omniprofit.
the OP system, the overpowered system, the Omni prop. Yo, let's go. Yo.
Get money in every direction. That's funny. Nah, that's a good one.
No, yo, we can social engineer right now.
I like to give us free podcasts though, and I like where you running with that because I haven't. Nobody's ever heard of that one. Some people run off with with Omni and whatnot.
Yeah.
I've seen a number I've seen Screamers and a couple other people run off with that name. Which is why I started with Yuppie and whatnot. And maybe there's some value to be. I would say creating a group and whatnot for sure. I think that's what really you can cultivate some a cult following and shit like that. And niggas pay you forever.
Yeah, on the future shows we'll be more planned out, and I'll remember that I'm on the other channel. I won't be calling hoes bitches or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gotta keep professional.
Yeah, we keep professional because as soon as we get a little audience, that's when we start hitting them across the head with the courses.
Yeah, facts. Yep. Unravel everything. Yep.
You feel me? And I'm trying to do that sooner than later because I need some passive money to throw on these crypto coins and all types of shit like that because that's the real rub.
Exactly, bro. Shit. This is one game. This is one big game. I might stream that on Twitch or not the other shit and whatnot. I forgot that shit called Kick and whatnot. Because they do pay people for streaming and shit like that for at least 3 hours or 4 hours, whatever.
All right.
You can just literally smoke and playing the game and talking shit on there and then.
So you just be trading and chilling. You feel me?
Basically, if you're on there and they'll pay you after you do it a certain amount of times and you get you get certain followers or something like that. You pretty much hit the criteria and then they'll pay you.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we've been on here long enough. Oh yeah, before we get at Frankie's here and Omni's here, I told you I done gave my boy the 250. I don't care how I gotta get it. That 125 comes to me. I'm forwarding all the signals, dog. But some people don't believe it till they see it. So after my first return comes, I'll show it, and then I'm a double the price. So just forever hold your peace because I'm not gonna say this again. And I added a crypto section to the Discord. So if you have any plays or anything interesting to look in, I'm gonna be dropping it there. Anything I drop there is gonna be I can't put you up on the mint information, but I can put you up on the all the other interesting coins, And I want to look into how we can trade and get into the futures on the crypto a bit and whatnot. Because Omni, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Can you still see my screen? You still see my screen?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick and see if it still looks as crazy as it did when I saw it the other day.
All right. Oh shit.
Hold up. Was it Turbo? That's what my boy had. Yeah, he had Turbo USD. What's this? 4 hour? I did have a mark on here. So what was it about it? 15-minute. It's when I was looking at scalping opportunities on here, I was the structure moves very clean. It always returns to the 21 EMA on the drawback, on the color change. You can see, and this is just base. This is not me looking at This is me just looking at trends up and down and writing these like trends when they're like at a 45-degree angle. It always got to return, a test, then you get a push out. That's the uglier one right there. But even in its range, how it keeps returning to the 21. But I want to see a good trend. Because when I saw it the other day, it was crazy. What's a good one right here? That's more than 45. It's a 15-minute. Yeah, I think it's kind of the 1 minute. Yeah, in the 1 minute. If you mark zones on this shit, Doug, I don't know if you can just see, because I don't want to go into depth into it right now, but you can see these moves just happening smooth. The market structure is smooth, you know, if you want to scalp this shit, you know? So, that's what I was just looking at, because, you know, I'm not really into crypto like that, but my boy keeps mentioning all these different cryptos, and when I look at them, either it looks like good scalp plays, or even if you look at like the overall timing of it, you can see how the coin is booming. You know, like it's like
accumulates. Accumulation.
Yeah, it was like these just on the investing tip. There's good points to get in and shit like that. But you know, I'll be dropping more information in the Discord as I learn shit. So we'll see.
Oh hell yeah, definitely. Like we post the coins and then where we can go to buy them and shit. That's it right there. And just like the ticker. Shit, we got a format for it. That should be even colder. Like we post the ticker, and then we post where you can buy it. Like ticker.
You mean like an image, like hey, how people be post all those?
Nah, like. Well, yeah, but it's more so like it's like a link to the chart type shit. You can share like the chart and whatnot.
Okay, I know. Let me know about that in the Discord. We'll work it out because you know.
No, like look at your URL. Look at your URL. It says you see at the end it says symbol crypto.
Yeah, crypto.
That you could probably literally share that shit and whatnot. But yeah, no, we can chop it up. Chop it later about it.
Yeah,
you probably could share that link.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this real quick.
Test it out. Yeah, since you want to leave this.
I want to see what happens if you drop a TradingView link into Discord. Does it expand?
Let me try to click it. Let me click it. Oh, it says can't open this. Okay. Nah, it doesn't open the app.
Alright, so it's no good. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah, he's put the name and where you can buy it at. Niggas can look it up.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know. Am I gonna keep studying after this? I gotta get my laundry out the fucking out the washing machine. Yeah, I've been here mad long.
Yeah.
This has been a good session though. I feel like I feel way more confident just from this. You know what I'm saying? Like just going over what we already know and seeing that this shit really ain't shit. It's really like we are at the finish line. We're at the psychology point. You feel me? So
yeah.
It's all about doing that.
Yep.
But
it's just wax on now. With everything, we fucking all the good habits. Just do it and get those 8 trades in. Those 8 to 12 trades. So it start 8. Get those 8 in.
Yeah, I'm taking the Omni system to the 15-second chart. You feel me? I'm trying to get paid.
Oh shit!
I don't got time for this. You know what I'm saying? So
you gonna run it up. You're gonna be in Colombia with 10 bitches and whatnot. Just.
Yo, if people want to get crazy bread. Like I don't want to. It's just a consequence of what's happening. This information is going to have you with crazy bread. Me personally, true. I don't need it. If I'm running up like $300 a day and I'm out the country, I'm balling. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. But if you make crazy bread, you just balling on a level.
No, you're God level. You know what I'm saying? Like you're living and let me not disrespect God and shit, but that nigga, he knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he know.
But yeah, I'm talking like crazy. There's different levels. Like once it cracks, you don't like. I understand why I need the money not for dumb shit, for certain things. Like a first class ticket to Asia is like $17,000, $14,000. You need that. You feel me? You gotta be in the little egg with your little, You feel me? Your screen, you can wake up halfway through the flight, trade a little bit, keep it moving. But yeah.
Nah, that's a fact. It is, you know what I'm saying? It's just being able to fucking beat this matrix, bro. That is God love. That is.
Beat it or feng shui it at least, you feel me? Or tai chi it, you feel me?
Yeah, punctuated where
Aikido the
your
bitch.
experience is like enhanced while you're here. It's enhanced.
Word. Well, appreciate you coming through for the study session. We definitely we need to do this more often if our schedules line up.
Facts.
If our
We
schedules
definitely can
line
with the
up,
crypto
yeah.
too and whatnot for sure. We can like look at different crypto. That's a whole different. We got that's a whole different demographic. Compared to just futures and day trading and whatnot. We get into crypto. That's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's like, that's the next frontier. Like
It's
I can start looking.
concurrent and whatnot. You can always find new ones, and it's always it's just charts and whatnot. So if we're applying what we apply to it, then it's just like shit.
Yeah, if we need the technicals and also
We're in the know.
the fundamentals that would and I know the right guys to watch. So we don't even they'll give us all the fundamentals. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that fucking move from 0.005 to 0.013 is crazy. That break and retest was nuts. Yeah, the big move. Yeah, right there. From the bottom. All the way from the bottom though. If you draw a zone right there.
No, you're from right there.
From that low, draw that zone and then draw it and then go left with it.
Okay.
That shit is retesting.
Oh
my god. At 0.005, you would have had a 2.5. No, not even right there. Nah, not right there. It's lower. Like that whole low right there.
Oh, you mean from here?
Nah.
I'm talking about here.
That one, yeah, and go left. Just drag that whole shit left. Yeah, that retest.
Oh yeah, there's a breakout and retest. Yeah, from right here. I thought you were talking about for some reason I thought you were talking about comparing to that.
No, I'm talking about at 5, at 0.005.
Yeah, but even like the shit is just like clean wedges, breaks and retests. It's like over and over again. You know what I'm saying? It was not one draw that like that.
This nigga draw wedge, man. He draw wedges.
Hell yeah, bro.
It literally bounced off of 0.005. Like right off
the homie that I was watching, the crypto homie I was watching with the homie the other day, he was really talking about, like, he wasn't really saying it, but he was like saying it without saying it, like about that, like how crypto goes off the psychological levels like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, yeah, hell yeah, they do. Yes, they do, bro. That's how simple this shit be though, for real.
And this one right here, Turbo, you see, it's like it's primed to like make another jump. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna do a little consolidation. I think it's gonna be shorter than this one over here. So
right.
So the next target would be here. The next target would be
Yes, that low. To target that low. Now. There is it could, okay, we're moving on. This Casper, what are we on a daily? Oh yeah. Simply that high at 17,500. That's one of them, the one up there.
Yeah, it hits.
Near 18 and whatnot, but yeah. That's a price level it can target, or on the low side it could target 13. But it's around 14. So you got the low of 14, you got the high 18.
So wouldn't this be considered a volume right here? There's an hour and 19 left on this daily candle, but you are getting some too much like
yeah, you got some bullish volume right there. I mean honestly, from that doji at the low where they took out that liquidity, that was a lot of volume right there. That's where the real volume was at. But like from where it was like shown,
And what about this one right here? Look at this doji right here. That's where I marked
the zone. That's a lot
of
of volume too. Hell yeah.
That's why I marked the zone, because I was like, if it cracks here and it closes outside of this, I think it's out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it has more of a likelihood to close, to start moving higher.
But it
If
might
it
not
does
be. Yeah.
hold. Because it's just showing in the past that it broke down and then had an issue closing higher. But now it looks like it can close higher. So.
But yeah, we're definitely gonna dig into it, you know, because the little technicals you need to know with the crypto, like what wallets, how to swap, and how to do this, and like where the real money is in minting and knowing how to do that, you know.
Minting, yeah, for real. Being in the know for that shit is outrageous.
Yeah,
Because you can just literally, man.
That's why I gave my homie the 250. You feel me? Like I already saw him making money, but that's the first time I saw that real jump. I saw other people get it, but for him personally, who I chill with often, that's the first time I see that big jump. He's been getting money slowly, but this is the first time I saw like, all right, and this happened as soon as he got the VIP. Like he could have been getting this bread the whole time. You feel me? He missed mad money just being cheap. So. So we'll see. Right now, when it comes to the Casper and shit, I'm trying to work and get as much liquid as I can right now and put it on it because there's too many things happening. And when December 6th, it might happen before then, but hopefully not. But when December 6th happens, it's pretty much out of here. You feel me?
Yeah, I agree. It's time.
Yeah, but shit, we're gonna talk about linking another one up. You feel me? I'm gonna go finish this laundry and shit.
Yep, I handle some shit too.
All right.